Hello, welcome. Time to play a new game. Just came out on the, I believe, December 6th. This is Path of Exile 2. And even Elon Musk is playing it. He said he's playing a monk, and his name is like Monk something. Musky Monkey or something like that.
Jesus Christ. Billionaire man-child.
Alright, so
video games.
So Path of Exile is a game I played 2,400 hours or something like that on Steam, it says.
Holy shit.
I played like all the classes. So some of the classes, and so in that game there's only like 5 or 6 classes or something. And then in this one, it's in early access right now. You have to actually pay for early access. It was $30. But it will be free at launch, and it will have 12 classes at launch. So you just have 6 right now.
You gifted it to me, so you're my pimp. You're my pimp.
Okay. Well, so some of the classes are like kind of like repeats from Path of Exile 1, but then they also like split the witch, for example, here in the center, on the right center.
How can you tell what they are just by looking at them? Like,
yeah,
she's a witch.
Yeah, you gotta click on her. Yeah, well, she's from the first game, and she was like the sorcerer, caster type character, and she was like the summoner type character combined. So what they did is they split a lot of the classes apart to make it so like now there's a sorceress, which is the far left girl, and there's still the witch, but the witch becomes more.
It does look like a necromancer.
Well, no, the far left one is the sorceress, like ice, fire, elemental.
Okay.
The witch one is the one in the center on the right.
Elemental witch, got it.
Anyway, so some of the classes got split like that, but so let's do a little intro to our channel, eh?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go to SiRiUS CoOp. This is Smokescreen.
This is Clown Serious today.
Oh boy.
We'll see.
Look at this
This guy looks like a Archer Robin Hood type. What is he? Let's click on him.
Yeah, so let's click
Mercenary.
This is a mercenary. So this class, it's a ranged class. So in the first game, oh Jesus, many still time.
Here you are judged and
He's got a whole speech.
guilty. What say you?
Oh, that's
judge you, blah blah blah.
Sorry, that's the guy. That's the executioner guy talking. But so I thought the mercenary was talking. No.
This giant brute in the background has a voice that sounds like that. It's hilarious.
No, I think it's like I don't know if that's him. I think that's the actual.
You should sound like I will judge you.
I think he's just the guy who pulls the lever. You know, the guy yelling is like someone. I don't know. But anyways, this mercenary guy.
One, yeah.
Mercenary is like a new class that's a new ranged class. So in the first game you had like an archer type class called the ranger, which is the short-haired chick on the left, to the left of the witch. Click on the ranger here.
I was gonna assume this is a DEI warrior.
Jesus, every time I click on one, he's gonna have idiots gonna talk.
Yes.
Oh my god. This kind of shit is so unnecessary. I don't need to.
This lady from Sweet Baby Inc. has murdered 14 games.
Well, so you know what's funny about this is when you're actually in the game, she doesn't have such thick little short thighs.
I see.
So it's almost like something they did for this screen just for them. So it's kind of like this game is a little bit woke because these people are from New Zealand, which is like one of the most woke fucking English-speaking countries. You know, New Zealand is even worse than Australia, which is even worse than Canada, which is worse than America.
This is
the UK is somewhere in there.
Some kind of foreign DEI agent from another land.
Yeah, but anyways, in the actual game, she looks normal, like in the first game. But she's like the ranger archer class. But so basically, this she was the one with guns, and then in the first game they had a character class called the duelist who used 2 pistols or something like that. And he's gonna be in this game too, but he's like one of the ones that's coming after early access. So then they added this new one called the mercenary, who uses crossbows. And he's
crossbow mercenary.
Yeah, and so the reason that they is there a way to hold on a second.
Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you?
Music too loud.
Dialogue volume. Let's
Oh,
try.
I see. Turn the music down because it's super loud as fuck too.
All right, you can listen to him. He's just got to be quiet. He's got to be quieter. I've lowered his volume. All right, so the mercenary, I heard that, so in Path of Exile 1 and most action RPGs, you control the character with the mouse, even the moving and the attacking, right? Usually you don't have WASD, and what's weird is that it's... Actually, you know what? He's going to be completely silenced. So they were like thinking about how do we make this game feel more of like an action shooter type game or something like that. And so then they were thinking about twin stick shooters, and so they actually decided to add WASD, which is I think how League of Legends, the Dota kind of clone game or whatever, which I think is more popular. I'm not sure about that, but I thought it had more players playing League of Legends. But that game has WASD movement, and you move your aim cursor with your mouse, so you can move your character around, and you could do like in that game you'd have like a shot that has like a cone shape, and you'd like aim it with your mouse, or you'd bring arrows down that are in the distance. And I know that you do that kind of stuff in Path of Exile as well, but you'd have to always be moving your mouse to position your character, and then you'd have to be moving your mouse to also shoot. So in this one you can use WASD to move your character around.
You know what they should have done instead? It should have been like 2 mouses, one for your clicking.
One, it's like you need to have 2
mouses.
Yeah, 2 mouse pads.
And if that was their solution,
you know what game they're playing when they have their keyboard up on the top of their desk and they have 2 mouse pads.
Yeah. But so the lazy in me makes me think, this game is asking me to invest in 2 hands now? A 2-hand gameplay in a game like this?
I know, right?
But
so you can choose, but this character, specifically the mercenary, was designed for this new WASD, or no, the other way around. They decided to switch to WASD because of this character class, because they wanted to be able to do this kind of moving around and rolling and dodging and shooting and strafing and dodging shots kind of gameplay. So, it's never really been done in action RPGs. I don't know why. Anyway, so that's I would recommend you play that one just because I want to see how it plays. And it's supposed to be the most first-person shooter friendly class, which is kind of an interesting thing to add to an action RPG, to have kind of like a way for first-person shooter people to get into action RPGs. You know, a gateway drug. So the monk on the right there, far right, I can't tell their gender. I cannot assume it. I don't know. I think he's a dude. But
he's a dude? I don't even know.
I think it's a dude. You can see his pecs and stuff.
I thought it was a lady.
He's just got kind of an androgynous face.
I see.
But it's a dude, I think. But so the monk is in the original game. He looks cooler in the first game, I think. He looks kind of like an old fucking Zeus god or something. I don't know, like a Greek god or something. Monk, I don't know. But
this giant dude looks like he could beat up everyone else here all at one time.
Oh yeah. So by the way, let's do it proper. Let's start from the left. Okay, Sorceress. And so if you click on Sorceress, you can mouse over these 3 little skills at the underneath her description. And it'll show you like kind of an overview of what she can do. So fire spells, create large explosions, set your enemies on fire, watch them burn. This is like the better overview of what each class does, you know, looking at these little icons.
Yeah.
Cold spells, slow your enemies down, freeze them in place, control their movement. So they never had a dedicated sorceress class or caster class, and that was one of the things I always loved in Diablo 2. I missed in Path of Exile, so pretty awesome that they have this. Lightning spells, bounce lightning around your foes, shock them for even higher damage. This class looks so much like Diablo 2 sorceress, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Frost Nova, Frost Wall, a flying orb that then explodes. It's slightly different than a flying orb that shoots out shards as it flies, but It's
to change it a little bit so they don't get sued.
But the way that the orb actually works in Diablo 2 is kind of like, it's cool because it's got like a target that's a certain distance from you, and you're kind of like aware of that at all times, and you're moving around shooting that into the crowd or whatever. So it's the same in that regard. It just explodes or whatever. It's even more pinpoint accurate explosion at the end or whatever.
It's a cool class. Okay, let's see the next one. Warrior.
So the original game had a guy called a Marauder, which is your big two-hander guy, but he wasn't a warrior, and they're going to have the Marauder in this game in the final 1.0 or whatever. But so this is another strength-based brute class, melee class or whatever. I don't know what the difference is exactly. I think that they once again split the skills of the Marauder apart, so that way some of the skills stuff that the Marauder could do in the first game is now what this warrior can do, and then they added to each one of them. So you can do heavy slams, slam your mace on the ground, crack the earth. That's definitely the Marauder could do that kind of shit, slamming the earth and doing earth-shattering shit. Stuns and knockback. Stun your enemies, push them back, knock them to the ground.
I like this shit, I like it.
Defenses. Shrug off small hits with heavy armor, block big attacks with your shield. Use your large life pool to absorb the rest. I like how he's actually blocking stuff with the shield. I always like shields in games, so I'm definitely going to make one of these characters.
Especially when it works like a proper shield instead of just like being a passive shield or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have to actually shield block. And that's the other thing I've noticed in this game. There's a lot more like dodging and rolling. That wasn't in Path of Exile. Like, you have to have a skill to do that. Like, but making rolling and dodging is part of like the thing every class has to do as like a main mechanic, you know? Makes it more like God of War or something like that, you know? Or
I see.
Or maybe that's what Elon Musk meant when he said it's like Elden Ring and Diablo's baby. So he put out a tweet.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so next one is the Ranger. Long range. Let arrows fly from afar. Kill them before they arrive. So this is the classes in the original game. It's like Archer type. She can bring arrows down from above and stuff, I think. So super long range character. Shoot on the move. Jump over your enemies. Leap away from danger. You can jump over enemies? Holy shit, there's like 3D movement. I love that shit. That's definitely new. Shoot on the move. It's your typical kiting class, though. You have to always be running away, and then, you know, like, some people hate that shit because it feels like constant backtracking and then forward tracking, and it makes it feel slow.
I tried this in Diablo or one of these games with you, and then I think I ended up being too weak, and I was dying all the time. I was too weak.
Yeah. It's kind of a runaway. It's a running away type class, and so if you don't like running away, then yeah, you don't want to play that probably. Probably the warrior or the monk are more like straight up go in there and fight. The monk is more like he dodges around and he'll get in and out of combat, but he's still like in the thick of it, so that might be another one you think is cool. Crowd control. Slow your enemies, freeze them in place. Don't let them reach you. Alright, that's cool. Next one, Witch. I do not fear death. I am its master. I'm not going to read that. Minions, send forth armies of the dead. Command them to do your bidding.
It's pretty cool. Undead magician, basically.
So the thing with this, in the original game, they had the witch raising all of her undead and stuff and summoning shit. I like doing that. You had a golem you would also control, I think, and some people like it. I really like this type of class, and it's like the necromancer from Diablo 2. Some people hate it because it's too passive, right? Too passive of a gameplay. Just literally stand around casting few support skills and stuff, and like
you're not using some skill like this in V Rising or whatever that game was.
So you probably would hate this shit, but one of my best farmers was this witch that I had in the Path of Exile.
All right, next skill.
Chaos magic. Let loose plague and withering afflictions. A slow but painful death. So just basically poisons and slow damaging shit. And then osteomancy. Spikes of bone grow at your command. A fast and deadly magic.
That's pretty good.
The necromancer in Diablo 2 always had the skeletons, and he always had bone spells like bone spear and these kind of things. These are like bone spikes coming out of the ground. I like that shit.
That is pretty good.
Bone. Yeah. Well, I like that because you can be more proactive type class. I think there's subclasses that you choose later which specialize, because like that's how it would be in the original, and you'd have the witch and then you'd specialize as an elementalist, or you'd specialize as like a necromancer witch. But then, so that's why the sorceress was basically like one of subclass of the witch, but now she's got a whole separate class and they have 3 separate subclasses, you know. Anyways, next one.
They have so many moves, how are they going to possibly do another 6 classes?
I know, right? Well, it's weird because half of these are new and half of them are old. So they're already showing you...
I see.
You know? And then the 6 coming are going to be 3 new, 3 old as well. Alright, so mercenary. Switch between varied crossbow ammunition. Adapt to enemy behavior, exploit their weaknesses. So I was reading about the varied ammunition is sniper shot, shotgun shot, assault rifle shot. You can like switch between it with your different skills. And it's supposed to be a more of a mid-range shooter character. So unlike notice how he's not really running away as much. He just kind of circles them a bit, blasts them with the shotgun, keeps going. He's throwing grenades and shit. It's like, this is the class I'd recommend for you because I just wanted to see it. Because it's also kind of like, it's also rated the highest like S tier for starter for the current considered the best class. Even in the first 2 days, people already have opinions on this. There's already articles out. But of course, you have to understand that the articles are kind of like, they know now is when the eyes are there, so they have to write something. So that doesn't mean that they're accurate. So they're just like, I've seen ones where they're completely contradictory in which ones they prefer.
I tried this class for 30 minutes and here's my opinion.
Yeah, or they just, I don't know what their logic is, or but they're saying this class is very good at farming. It makes doing the bosses easy. This is just in general, I think they made this class powerful because of how it's supposed to be the first-person shooter gateway. You know, they want to make them feel powerful. This is probably going to be the class that gets the most nerfed over time, as they realize, you know.
Yeah.
So I tried this one. And then also, what was it? Elemental rounds. Use cold to freeze them. Use fire rounds to set them aflame. Unleash cascading lightning bolts. Of course, you have the elemental ammos. Oh, the lightning looks fucking badass. Holy shit.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Versatile range. Adapt to enemy behavior. Pick them off from afar. Destroy any that get close. Lots of explosions. So either you do this or I'll do this. One of us should do this, basically. I already made a monk character because I was reading about... Let's look at the monk, actually.
You played this earlier?
Yeah, I got to level 4.
Sick puppies, already played it. I thought you just bought it, like right now.
No, fuck no. I was already playing it. I woke up I almost played it last night, but I was just passed out. And this morning was the first thing on my mind. I wasn't sure it was coming out, you know? So monk is quick strikes. Overwhelm them with a ceaseless flurry of blows. Don't let up. The monk is like, he builds up charges and stuff like that, and that give him different boosts, and he's all about like constant fighting, and just, he also has like moves that where he like dashes around and teleports around. I remember I made like some pretty cool monk characters in Path of Exile 1, I mean. They're like really fun to play because it feels like you're doing a lot, because they're like very like, you know, doing shit. It's the one that probably
manual combat
feels the most manual combat and like a fighting game or something like that, yeah. So that might be one you like. Okay, mobility. Weave through hordes, dodge out of danger, posing for the kill.
That looks pretty good. Might be one I want to try, maybe.
He uses like a quarterstaff mostly for fighting. Alright, and then combos. Build up power before unleashing devastating finishers. That looks cool. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Damn.
Anyway, so...
Cool shit.
And he's not running away at all, as you notice. He's just mowing through the fucking crowds, just going forward. I think he's like, unlike the tank class, He's more gonna be like where he's got dodging ability to reduce the damage you're taking, so he's not getting hit as often. And he's also gonna use energy shield probably. You know, do you remember energy shield is a Path of Exile thing? It's like an armor that's like kind of like Halo armor, basically, right? The armor on top of your health that has to go down first. That's what energy shield is. It just comes from different armor types, because you remember in this game they have like armor, evade, and energy shield as the 3 armor types on the armors. And then like the heavy armors all have armor. The medium armors, leather shit, always has the evasion, and then the cloth shit is always like the caster shit that has energy shield. So it's like
that is pretty unique for this game, yeah.
So then you wouldn't have high armor though, so you're not mitigating or reducing the damage you take from hits, but you just have a high armor shield or whatever on top. And then you have that also ways to recharge your energy shield, and you also have like life leech and stuff like that you can do with the monk to gain life. So it's like he's more about staying healthy that way. His armor's not as heavy as like the big tank guy. So that's the one I'd probably recommend for you, actually, if you want to play a melee class.
The monk.
The 3 that are considered S tier, you know about that ranking system? Like the C, B, A, and then the S for like the top right. Like a Japanese thing. So the S tier is
which one?
The monk, the mercenary, and then the sorceress are S tier. The warrior is C tier, and then
why the hell is he C tier?
I don't know. And then the witch was
His
A.
move's not that good. He was
yeah,
kind of like a beast.
Well,
no?
what I read is that he's supposed to be super tanky, but he's not tanky enough. And if that's supposed to be his main thing, then he should be good at that. So the fact that he gets overwhelmed, the fact that's like all he's got, and that's, you know.
Which ones are A and B tier and stuff?
And the witch is A, either the ranger or the witch are A or B. I forget which, but those are, yeah. I think it was the ranger was A and the witch was B, because the witch is too passive and relying on the. Of course, this is like second day opinion on articles, so.
But they'll also balance these more in the future, like, you know.
Yeah.
Based on how people play.
Sorceress.
What about this one? This one sounds pretty good.
Which one?
This one seems like that's so cool shit.
Which one? The sorceress?
Well, I like the sorcery stuff in Titan Quest that I was doing.
Yeah, the only reason
it's fun like that.
The only reason I wouldn't recommend it is because you're going to be super weak. Because it's always combined.
Right.
You always wish you had your fucking Gothic 2 tank mage knight, motherfucker. You're right.
Yeah.
He do spells, but he's also a tank. I don't know why that's always a thing in games where the sorcerer is always a glass cannon, right?
Yeah.
The caster is always a glass.
Less so in Gothic 2. Yeah, you're right. You can become a super powerful.
And it's weird because
wizard.
in Dungeons and Dragons, which is like a lot of what RPGs are based off of, it wasn't like that. They did have classes like Mage Knight. So,
maybe the monk. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say the monk. You could try the sorcerer as well, but I don't think you would. So I just can tell you're not going to like it in the end. Or I could tell that's going to be the reason you're like, you know, give up on the game.
Stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So if you
try this monk guy, yeah.
If you do the monk,
do you want to try the mercenary?
I'll do the mercenary if you do the monk. Yeah.
You'll have like a super melee magic guy, and then you'll have like a super ranged guy.
I want to have all 6 of these by the fucking end of the week, just to let you know.
Holy shit! Let me see what let me see what her moves are again. This little fireball. Just examples of what she does.
She's just gonna be a straight up sorcerer, lightning, caster, elemental caster. You know.
Freezing. Yeah, I think this one seems more fun.
The thing is with her and the ranger, they're both going to be like kiting classes. Even the sorcerer is going to be to some degree a kiting class. That's what being low health means. You have to run away all the time. So that's why, you know, the monk and the big brute guy don't really run. The mercenary guy also, for a ranged class, doesn't seem to run very much.
Yes, I'll be this androgynous monk. Should I name him Androgy Monk?
Jeez, that's the holdup, isn't it? You just don't like the way he looks.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
This one's at least somewhat attractive looking.
Holy shit, that's what it is. Fuck, man, that's a...
No, that's cool. The witch is the most attractive, but she's a stupid witch, and her moves are stupid, so... Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I guess I'll just be serious.
Okay, yeah. I want to make a mercenary. I will name him...
Standard hardcore? You don't want to do hardcore, right? No.
I will name him... Can I use character?
What the hell is solo self-found? I found myself.
So,
I found myself.
So
in the game.
because Path of Exile is a heavily trading game, like Diablo 2, where you trade with other players' items, solo self-found is exactly that. You can't trade items with other people. It means every item has to be solo self-found. I couldn't even give you an item. You can't.
Anime shows
You have to
that
play
come
the
out
game
with
solo
names that
though.
sound like, we're just saying, I've seen like some anime show that had a name like Solo Leveling or something was the name of this anime show, and I'm like, what a stupid name. Here's a name for an anime show. Solo Self-Found.
That's the name of the anime show. Then hardcore solo self-found, you die. You know, if you die, you lose your character permanently.
Yeah.
But now I don't know why they don't have co-op self-found. Like, why can't I play with you and just still have it be self-found, you know? So they force you to play by yourself. So whatever, we're doing standard anyways, so...
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm going in.
Continue.
Oh, fuck, I already exist. Took serious.
Motherfuckers. Can you put numbers?
Nope.
Oh,
We're trying
shit.
to do the Diablo thing where there's no numbered idiots running around. Or actually, no, sorry, that's the World of Warcraft thing.
Yeah.
Serious ass.
Oh, Jesus.
How about serious with a Z at the end? Serious Z. Isn't that cool?
Very nice.
Let me try this.
I don't think this is gonna be Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know
Serious.
What if it removes the
Hungarian.
capitals and shit?
Oh, do you think it will?
Maybe.
Let's see. Alright, this operation requires that the account be logged out, or what does it say in the background there? What? What does it say tell me?
Operation requires your account to be logged.
In, out? What
I
is it telling me?
don't know. Try going back and then redoing it. Maybe we waited too long in this area or something, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're not logged in anymore. What the fuck?
Character with this name already exists. Hey, Kosh? Are you joking me?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Are you kidding?
I'm trying making a new character under this screen.
This character does not exist. What? This does not exist. I don't believe it. What?
Yeah, it's not taking serious. You think you have to restart the game?
You probably do.
I turn my screen off. I'll restart it.
That's already off. But look there. You can try
okay.
go and create a character maybe.
I did. That's what I just did, and I typed it again. And
Okay. I can't believe this name exists. Like what?
this name already exists. SiRiU exists. What the fuck? Is this taking all the? Is this taking all of the games from Path of Exile 1? It's already taken as well.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't think so. Wouldn't that be a little weird? You couldn't use. Wouldn't that be weird, especially since you want to use the character names from the original game? You know.
Yeah.
So.
It would be super weird. Obviously, SiRiUS with a Z at the end is available because the available thing does not come up, but then it says you got to be logged in. So let me just restart the game. Weird. Ah, okay. I just have to click on log into California again. It did log me out. It took too long.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Now it's doing an intro, which it did not do last time, by the way.
Log in. Create.
Oh, yeah, this is the intro. Okay,
Standard.
it'll select character selection.
Yeah. All right. Mercenary.
Took too long. It took too long.
Should try it again. I just don't believe it.
Yeah, it accepted it.
I can't believe Heykosh was
That's
taken.
serious.
What kind of a Hungarian motherfucker is playing this game right now with the name Heykosh? Do you know
It's a
what?
dog name.
But it's supposed to be some old Hungarian saying, like from, so it's like a old slang that like is ancient that no one in Hungary uses or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's incredibly weird. So my mercenary escaped the hanging.
Yep.
Nice.
That's the little intro. This is very similar. Very similar to Path of Exile 1. You start at the fucking washed up on the coast. Well, shit, your game takes about an hour to load. Mine took like 5 seconds to load. Yeah, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Time to upgrade your hard drive.
Yeah.
Time for that hard drive upgrade.
M2 drive. You can change it later, but WSD type I'm trying.
Fuck, the coast is not good for co-op. Not co-op friendly game. Left side health, right side mana. I can't cover any of those. Where the fuck am I supposed to put you? In the center? You go in the center?
I don't know.
Do you get any position at all? Do you even get a place? I'm gonna do WSD. You get to choose.
You can scroll the camera view in. Look at that.
All right, let me try to enable SiRiUS Cam. And let's try and position it though.
He looks very feminine. Very feminine. I cannot tell if he is a lady or a boy. It's just hard to tell.
Is this a problem for you?
No, but it's just hilarious. It is hilarious. You have to have pronouns like S/HE, she.
Oh shit! Do you know what, one of the things I heard people say about Path of Exile 1 is that somebody said like I couldn't play that game because I couldn't zoom out far enough.
This is as far as I can zoom out. Look, you could zoom really in. It's crazy.
I know, but it's like, isn't that fucked up? How like,
yeah.
Why is it also in this game you can't really zoom out that far? What the fuck is up with that?
This is how they like it. It's how they like it. Can you rotate the view? I don't think so, right?
No, the only action RPG I've seen that did that was the
Grim Dawn, right?
Grim Dawn.
Which is really impressive, actually, that they.
I remember them talking about when they were doing that in their dev videos, and they were talking about how they had to rotate it to 4 different angles and add details in each time, you know?
Yeah. Which is, a lot of these are just like, it's not worth it for them to
no.
do that.
In the end, it wasn't worth it.
Every scene.
Wasn't worth it in the end at all. It actually was confusing to the player, I think.
It's because if you approach the scene from a different view angle, you'd be like kind of confused as to like, have I been here before?
It looks completely different because of how it's not actually 3D models. It's fucking isometric, so that's what's confusing about it, right?
I just started working on Grim Dawn 2, so I wonder if we're going to keep that.
Hold on, this guy's supposed to be talking to me. Let me turn the sounds back on. Because I actually did want to hear that sound. He was basically
I'll
like...
talk to him.
I'll do his audio for him. He was saying... Reach Clearfell! Find the miller! That's what he said. Well, he also said, like... Why the first one is you're alive. I would appreciate it if you could... and then the zombie attacked him, and then you stabbed the zombie, but then the zombie already bit him. Alright, so I get a crossbow at the beginning. I think you get a fucking...
Your character reacted very fast, but it wasn't fast enough. Zombie bit him.
So I get a crossbow, you get a quarterstaff. I like how everything is tutorialed, like, so it tells you where to click. Equip item, left click here to open the menu.
That is, it's actually very intuitive. I've never seen a game do it quite like this intuitively. Because they're just like, open your blah blah menu, and you're like, okay, I gotta figure out where the fuck is that menu.
You know what's crazy?
It shows you right away.
You know what's crazy is games like League of Legends actually do that kind of stuff. Those games are like, even though, you know was why people never played League of Legends, people like you, they had their own launcher, own client, not on Steam, stuff like that, you know?
I see, good. Let the pestilence be contained.
Equip the item, pick up the weapon with left click. Place the weapon in the weapon slot with left click. Alright. Press I or click here to close your inventory. Alright. Very good.
I pushed escape and it worked.
Very good. You always have to do it different. Whoops. I ran up to a point blank. I forgot I have a crossbow. Alright, left click is shoot.
Wasn't the first game more like Isn't the first game more like a flat style?
Oh shit, he's got a reload.
isometric?
What do you mean? Top down more? No?
Yeah, no, but the ground was like more flat. Like it was more like a Diablo's Earth is fairly flat. It's just any kind of height is like a texture trick. This actually has like real 3D height and stuff.
Oh yeah. So the other main thing I would say about the quality,
this is 3D,
the ground quality is like, even a lot of these action RPGs, they look very tile-like. Like they try to hide the tiles, but they're tile-based.
The first game is very tile, very old school looking.
Yeah, this is not like that.
This one, like you could tell, the ground is actually fully 3D.
Hey, do you remember that game?
Little height differences.
Wolcen. Do you remember that game Wolcen?
We started playing it for like an hour, and then we never went any further. I don't know why.
We should have played that game. That wasn't bad or anything. Like, but that game was like this, wasn't it?
The intro was kind of bad.
But wasn't it like
this?
this?
The first hour of the game was not the best. It was worse than this.
But no, but wasn't it?
Was like
no. I'm talking about the graphics though. Wasn't it like this?
No, graphics was nice. The graphics was nice.
But wasn't it like this, where it's also 3D ground made in the Unreal Engine action RPG, right? Instead of tile based.
They have even been able to rotate the screen in that one, as I recall. I think so.
Rusted Great Helm. Have a reload, man.
The first hour of gameplay was not the most convincing of good, you know?
Well, for me, the problem was that it felt empty or something like that. Like, I didn't get enough items in the first hour, stuff like that. Like, I think they made the tutorial section too basic. Like, look at this as a good example. This is a tutorial section, but you're also just doing already the game. You're already just grinding.
There's people chatting, too. There's people chatting.
Oh, yeah. I really like this. I'm just strafing and avoiding, of course. Strafe. This does feel just like a twin stick shooter. I have a 7-clip crossbow. I have to reload with infinite ammo.
Skill gem. What is this?
Oh yeah, did you get it?
Falling Thunder.
Yeah. So.
Oh, this is materia.
No, yeah.
This is materia. You're telling me?
No. Did you remember Path of Exile? You played it a little bit. Do you remember how there was slots in your armor and you'd get skill gems for like doing?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
For doing things, and then you'd have to.
What is this shit now?
Well, so they completely got rid of the whole like equipping it into armor part. So now you just have like. I don't know where these are slotted into. I think this is in your. I don't think it's in your quarterstaff. I think it's like in your character.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And so like, if you scroll down, there's actually a scroll bar on that tab. Isn't that crazy?
Holy shit.
And then you can just have different skills, and then do you see how there's other slots to the right of it? Your Falling Thunder skill?
Yeah.
Those are supporting gems that modify Falling Thunder, but there's no longer this limitation of having to socket it into the item and having to find items with the correct sockets, with the links. There's no more re-rolling the socket links of your 6-link piece of shit armor.
That was the most crazy part of that first game, is how people would like take forever to try to get the 6-linked one.
I can't believe they just completely scrapped that. They got rid of that completely, which is, I think...
Maybe people went too overboard with that shit, so they're like, we're not trying to make an overboard fucking game like that.
I think it keeps the hardcore people in, and it keeps the non-hardcore people out of games, right? So I got my skill gem here, fragmentation round.
Which ultimately pushes away a lot of the user base, because then you got all these super hardcore freaks with 6-tier, very rare things, and then and the casuals are just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, the costs for that of time to make a 6-link thing, and the cost of resources, or even if you just bought it and you spent money, the cost is like ridiculous.
And I know you have some very rare items you acquired in the game, which you could sell, but you never sell them.
I have things that are like in Path of Exile 1 that are like an item had a really high amount of energy shield, and then they nerfed it, and then they nerfed it again later, and then they nerfed it again later, and I have like the original version. That's worth like
$4,000.
No, it's like $600. That's the last time I checked it.
Pretty good.
Could be worth more than that now. I don't know. But, all right, I'm gonna do my skill gem.
You should do the Bitcoin thing and buy 12 pizzas with it now, and then later cry about it when it's worth $10,000.
Fragmentation round. All right. So left click the skill gem to pick it up, put it into the slot, into the socket, and then the skill above it is the square thing. Left click to bind a skill. I want to put it on my right mouse. There it is. And also put it on middle mouse or QERTF. Very Dota MOBA and League of Legends like.
What are we calling this thing? QWERTY or QWERF? QWERF?
QWERTF. I don't know.
QWERTF.
But it's from like these MOBA games. The people are so used to these that they call the skills the Q skill, the E skill, and the R skill, which is like really annoying when you talk to people.
Which is QWERF. QWERF.
QWERF and then a T. QWERF and a T. All right, so
QWERTF.
identify this
QWERF.
item with the scroll.
QWERF sounds like you had a queef. QWERF.
I have the strength. Put a helmet
Did you
on.
have a queef QWERFed out of your vajayjay? Oh my god, too far.
Wait, right click to change your ammo type? Where does it say that?
What about change ammo type? Oh, that's just for you. I don't have that.
Load fragmentation rounds. Holy shit, I just loaded a fragmentation round. Oh
You have
shit.
some very different things than I have. Mine is very simple and just
I switched back to the other one.
beat and hit, beat and hit. That's mine.
Basic bolt. Load a basic bolt.
Look at the map.
Okay, I think I'm gonna put this here then actually.
Map is pretty nice, pretty detailed. I like it. I like the visual style of the map. It's very cool.
Ooh, I like this. So basically I have a 7-shot crossbow and I can now have a shotgun that can do 1 shot at a time. That's pretty dope. I've never played an action RPG with this much gun type shit in it.
Other than that one game again, the
Oh yeah,
Grim Dawn had a lot of
Grim
gun
Dawn
stuff.
had a lot of gun shit actually. Yeah, they had a grenade launcher type class. Yeah.
Oh, these little beasts killed me so hard.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
That's the one thing I was gonna say. I was playing to level 4. Do you know how many times I died to get to level 4? It was insane. Like 15 times I died.
These guys do a lot of damage very fast. It's
And I
crazy.
saw people complaining about how this game's so hard. And they're mad. I love it.
These will be easier for your ranged character, I'm pretty sure, than it is for me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Range dudes are harder for me.
Alright, skill point gained. Allocate a skill point. Oh my god. Have you gained a skill point yet?
No.
You're about to level up. Boom, there you go. Look at this shit. So click on that. Now,
Oh,
do you remember this?
I'm done. I'm quitting now. I'm just kidding.
Bye-bye.
Remember the
Goodbye,
first game
game.
being like one-tenth is ridiculous.
I can't even zoom it out enough to
Jesus.
see the whole thing.
Why is there? Why can't they just stop? Why can't?
This
why
is
can't they
so
just
do you remember
stop?
do you remember these skill trees from like Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
yeah.
10 and
No, you'd only actually
12?
like with each character you only do like one section of this
No,
giant.
but I'm saying, do you remember these skill trees from Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy 10? Because that's like what this comes from is like there's a point in when the Final Fantasy games all had these giant skill trees that people would put shit into like a, you know, like a exactly like this, like a galaxy of skills you'd have to point your way through or whatever, you know.
You can never work your way all the way around. You just better choose your little.
But so this
section
Path of
the
Exile,
galaxy.
people love that shit so much. That's what one of the main things Path of Exile had is this thing.
Definitely kept that.
You can filter it and search for things like frost or whatever, and then it'll highlight it. If you like a skill and you want to see more of it, you can search for it and it'll highlight it. The
What
highlight
is skill speed?
color is so dim for the ones that it's highlighting though. What is that?
What is skill speed? 3% increased skill speed.
How fast you use your skills. Like for me, like I'm pretty sure my reload time on a fragmentation round or something like that, maybe, or like what is your skill that you have that you got, like your lightning skill?
Lightning. What is it called? Falling thunder.
Yeah, that one. The time
lightning
between
dash.
when you can use it probably gets faster.
Attack time 1.19 seconds. Go down by 3%.
So if you look at this tree
put it
though,
into evasion.
so if you look at the tree though, this tree has all of the classes together. So if you look at the 6 points that are at the center, that are the starting points of the different directions you can go off of it. You're starting on one of them. You're on the top right. I'm on the bottom. So all of those are the 6 classes. So if you go
I see.
downwards in the tree, you're going into the ranger class. If you go upwards from your direction, then you're going into like the witch or something like that, right?
You could technically assign points into stuff that benefits your character like in no way at all. If you're stupid.
You could, yeah. Yeah, you could reassign it. So but in general, you want to stick to your quadrant You can kind of see the quadrants with the lines,
Yeah.
sort of ish, but they kind of. Usually, you reach into the two that are to the left and right of you. Sometimes some people try and go all the way to the other side. It's not really possible. So even though there's so many things, you don't usually explore all the way that way. The main thing to look for is if you look at the skills. There's
do you see the quadrant line? It's this line here.
For you, it's easier.
And this line here.
Yeah, yours is pretty clear.
And this is the middle of it. This is the middle of my quadrant.
Middle path and your 2 sections. Yep. And
or
I think
whatever a word for 1/6 is. Sextant.
1, 2, 3. It's a 12. It's a clock. It's a deca
God.
something. I don't know. Yeah, right.
Dectrant.
Wait, so if you look on the far outside of the tree, look at the shapes of these things. They look like the things that they are. So like that looks like a dagger.
I see.
That looks like a quarterstaff. So your quarterstaff shits down on the bottom right of your. Yeah, it's a quarterstaff. There's a bow and a spear down if you go further down towards the hunter shit.
Throat Seeker. I'm about to name my pee-pee that. Throat Seeker.
Holy
Jesus
shit,
Christ.
motherfucker. Okay, so you notice
That's
though
hilarious
that
name right there.
what you're mousing over though, if you look at the actual graphic for the notes, like zoom in on it, scroll zoom in on that skill really close.
Oh, wow.
Look at how the skills have different out borders, right? So the ones that have the little hex shaped thingy, like little flower hex, that are larger.
The bigger ones, yeah.
Yeah, they usually give like more bonuses. The bonuses are larger.
Yeah.
That's just how. Those are kind of like the major nodes.
That's how it was in the first game. You want to get to the special nodes on the tree. I remember that. Yeah.
But then if you look, there's also super special nodes. Try and spot one of
there?
those.
This
It's
one.
even no. Zoom out a bit and look, like scroll around a bit. And I'll tell you if you find one.
Super big.
Right above your mouse. There's 2 of them up there.
Super big.
Yeah, right there. That's one.
Wow, we got super.
I'm looking
bad
at this.
nodes
I'm
up
looking
in
at the
here.
same one as you actually. So, Eternal Youth and Resonance. So these ones are like, they completely change the way your character class plays. So like this one says life recharges instead of energy shield. So your armor, that means your energy shield doesn't recharge. Life recovery from flasks applies to energy shield instead. So it's it's like a change.
It's a big change.
It's a big change, but it's not really a positive to it. Like there's no like get 50% more damage.
It's how you want to play. It's how you want to play.
Yes, it changes. Yeah, exactly. And then the resonance, gain power charges instead of frenzy charges, gain frenzy charges instead of endurance charges, gain endurance charges instead of power charges. What that changes is the way you gain those charges. I think whenever you critical, you gain a power charge. I believe it's something like that. So it changes like the way you get it, right? And then endurance charge you get from taking damage or something. I don't remember the exact details, but there's different ways.
The hell is this one? Look at this one. Maximum life becomes 1. Immune to chaos damage. What does that mean? Becomes 1.
Chaos inoculation. This one is actually in Path of Exile 1 as well. I think those other ones were as well. Maximum life becomes 1, immune to chaos damage. So, of course, this means you have to use energy shield, right?
What does maximum life becomes 1 mean? You have 1 health?
Yeah, you have 1 health.
What the fuck?
But you'd have like 5,000 energy shield.
Oh, wow.
So you could never run out of shield or you die.
Never goes to 0.
And then you become immune to chaos damage, which is one of the only types of damage that penetrates energy shield.
Oh, shit.
So then that makes it so now you're immune to that, so nothing can penetrate your shield. But now your shield is everything. You must rely on your shield.
Quite the different gameplay then. Yeah, it changes the gameplay entirely.
Yeah, conduit to the left is like, see the green one to the left? Yeah. If you would gain a charge, allies in your presence gain that charge instead. This is for players who make this character type called an aura buffer that they just run along with their party members to buff. It's when people play in groups together. They have like a buffer class that buffs everyone else, and then you have to be like a complete support cuck. I'm just gonna call him that. Like you're like.
Here's a guy in chat saying, "I'll help you, Thickums.
Get her.
Invite me.
Rail her harder.
Thickums.
Rail her harder."
Thickums.
Oh shit.
Just found that name hilarious. Thickums. Here's a thing that if you do that chaos thing where you have 1 life, but then all shield, then here's another one that does. Converts all energy shield to mana. So then what does that mean? Now you don't have a shield, you just have mana? Or what?
Oh
if you do
shit.
both of these,
I don't know.
it can get a little too crazy.
Yeah, so then I think it's really hard to reach more than one of these, and also just trying to combine more than one starts to become too much.
Yeah.
And those are also like advanced builds, or you have to really fuck around with it and like spend a lot of time, which is why I have 2,400 hours on Path of Exile. You see, because like you could also just look up builds, but I think that's taking away half the fun. That's like when you play Magic and you don't build decks, you just look up other people's decks. That's like half. That's like 80% of the game is making decks.
I bet you look up other people's decks.
I do look up other people's decks. I want to know what people are doing, but I also like making decks. So, you know, I always make my own decks, or I immediately modify their decks, or I just like making decks from scratch that are weird. If you can win with your own deck strategy, it's so satisfying. Which, and a lot of what people say in this game is...
It's like, no comment.
What people say in this game is that they'll make a weird character class, and then they won't be able to beat a boss, and then they'll have to re-roll their character. Yeah. I like that, though, because then that makes...
There's no saving. Once you go through with one of these major changes, you're stuck on that. There's no going back, is there?
No, there's a way to re-specialize. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I wonder if they made that easier to do. So I'm going to just spend a skill point and let's move on, basically. I'm just going to look at these two different directions. Increase projectile damage or hit against you.
This is very different, though. I'll let you do your thing.
Defensive thing or damage thing? I'm going to go towards the damage. So this one is increased projectile damage, armor and evasion, attack speed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to do the projectile damage.
Do you auto pick up items? I believe so, right?
Small items like gold and stuff, but bigger ones you have to
auto do it.
Here's a test question for you. Which one does more damage? 10% increased damage or 10% increased attack speed? Eh?
Hold on, I'm battling.
Oh, okay. Oh, the battle.
The long range ones are the worst for me because they really.
You know, the ones that fuck me up are these little yellow, orange little fire shooting idiot little guys.
Yeah, those ones because they're ranged. They're the only ranged ones I've found so far.
Oh yeah, they got rid of the whole 5 flask system thing. Too.
I don't know how many flasks I have, and anyway.
You just have now. You just have a healing flask and a mana flask. Those two. That's it.
How many do I have?
That's it. You just get to use it more than once. Each time you use it, it uses a certain number of charges. So like 10 out of 60, so you can use it 6 times. Killing enemies replenishes the flask.
Oh, what the fuck? That's different. I've never seen a game do that before.
That's how it was in the original too. They would replenish killing enemies, yeah. Because they would always spawn little they spawn little monsters in boss fights to help you replenish your potions and shit.
Oh, you see, I just haven't played a game in years.
Mana low.
How it works. So don't be shy on using your flasks, is what you're telling me.
No, because they refill quite easily, quickly, often, you know. Yeah, you should be basically like almost overusing them, right? Because like,
yeah,
if you kill an enemy and your flask is full, you gain no charges, right? So that's like one way to think about it.
Yeah. In most games, it's like a trying to be careful and use it as little as possible type thing. But not in this. These little orange idiots, they do die from like one hit usually because they're weak. Bastards. I'm already learning to pwn their ass, you see.
Oh yeah, so check out the movement, by the way. You can rotate your mouse around your character and your character rotates.
Yeah, I like that shit.
So
I think what they're doing with this game is setting a new precedent, and every game is gonna follow this shit.
What's crazy is that no one's done this before. That's what's mind-blowing.
And now watch every fucking one of them copy
League of Legends was out for like 10 plus years.
We're not copying. We all thought of it simultaneously.
Did you get to the end guy yet? You're almost there.
No, I'm just fighting the little idiots.
All right, the bloated Miller. This is exactly Path of Exile 1, by the way. You go on the beach, at the end there's a big brute right at the town entrance. This is literally a clone. They're like, why change something that is so good? You know, we're not going to do it differently than Path of Exile. Oh, press spacebar to dodge.
It's a good intro. It's a good intro.
Yeah, and exactly.
There's dodging it. Holy shit, there's dodging.
Oh shit, you gotta dodge it later.
Oh fuck. How do you play this without WSD? I don't even understand. I guess you just have to click fast or what?
Yeah, you move your mouse around a lot.
Wow.
Fuck, I keep dodging too early. Gotta wait for his actual shot to get out.
Oh, fuck! Did a super move. God damn.
Was it a circle AoE thing?
No, he ran me down like a supercharge. Ran me over like a truck. Ran me over like a truck!
Dodge. Fuck.
I failed to dodge it. That move right there, I just failed to dodge it. That's a bad one. If he runs you down with that, you're fucked. No! That one. You can use a flask mid-fight too.
Fuck.
I guess you could roll out of it midway too, though.
I've not dodged a single one of these, by the way. Stupid.
I dodged a couple.
His blast thing that shoots the thing on the ground. That's okay. Wait, then dodge the last second. Keep dodging when he does the red thing. Alright, fucked him up.
You got him already?
Yeah, of course, with strafing around him and circling him over and over, much easier.
Oh, I see.
You're rolling around having to actually Dark Souls his ass. So now you need him to actually revive enemies to get your flask healing charges up, you know?
Oh, I'm actually going to lose this fight because I'm going to run out of flasks.
Yeah, so you need to get him to revive the enemies. Ooh, I already have a quarterstaff magic one for you, though. Haha. That's good. Let's watch SiRiUS.
I'm going to probably die now. I'm out of flasks.
Let's fix my camera, put me in the middle.
Fuck. Is this fairly easy for your character to do? With the long range shit?
Yeah, and I actually, since I played the monk and I got to level 4, I played this boss, you know. I died on him one time. But it was a lot harder than it was for me with this mercenary, that's for sure.
Oh, shit. He has a pretty wide range of his attack.
And that move is much easier to dodge with the mercenary because you're at range, you know, so you have a little bit more time to react before it hits you. Patience is the game here, just like Dark Souls. I would not underestimate the normal attack too, by the way. Like, don't just use your lightning attack. The normal attack does a decent amount of damage. That move kept hitting me. I dodged it one time out of 10. Try and get all those guys at once with your lightning thing. So you get them all back. Yeah, there you go. See, on him, I would just beat on him with normal attacks. Yeah. Save that lightning thing for multiple.
Although I have no shortage of mana, it's not really a problem.
Well, no, it's just that it actually doesn't do that much damage versus one guy versus how fast you could do with your normal attack. That one is good for hitting like more than one. So now that they're grouped up like this, hit him with the lightning. Hit him and the little dudes too. When he does that red thing, that's when he does that. Blast. So you gotta get out of there. Yeah, very good. See how far you were away and how much easier it was to dodge at that distance? That's the distance I fight him from. So that's an advantage for me.
Fuck.
Oh shit, that almost killed you. Oh, you know what's interesting? There's no stamina for the rolling.
I see.
Oh, you don't have any heals left. Shit. Just beat him down. Fucking left click his ass. Nice.
Kind of a hard tutorial, actually.
I like it. That's how a game should be. And the people who can't do that and are frustrated, they should go play a different game. This should be
Well, you can just choose
standard.
a different class.
Yeah.
Try a different class at that point.
That's true. But in general, like in Dark Souls 1, the very beginning of the game is a fight against the boss, so you have to have the utmost patience. If you can't beat that, you just don't play the game. It's such a good way to keep people out. It's like almost like they're like,
and even
they want you to figure it out before 2 hours, so you do get a refund.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my comment. If you want to get your 2 hour refund, they haven't sucked you in, and then you feel like that bad taste in your mouth.
That's how you get a bad review.
Sucked me in just long enough to do 2 hours, so I can't get refunded, and it fucked me.
Well, then you go. Well, since they took my time, I'll take. I'll go spend more time doing a bad review for them now.
Yeah. That's how you get review bombed games.
Yes. All right, I'm going into town.
It's visually very nice. Visually very nice game so far. I like it.
Look at this water right away. Yeah.
That's like what I'm seeing here.
Look once your ancient computer loads into the city. Look at this water.
For me, part of the game is loading.
Unnecessarily high quality water for an action RPG game, don't you think?
Oh, it actually
it's water physics.
Set my graphics to too high.
Water physics and shit.
Frame rate.
Oh shit. 25?
Look at my frame rate. This water I set too high, I think, actually.
Oh yeah, it's becoming really choppy for you.
I set everything to way too high, so what did I do too high?
Oh, I turned
the NVIDIA DLAA. I'm just gonna do quality.
I turned your screen off here, so I'm just not gonna show what you're doing. But
that made no difference. Actually, no. I got about 5 frames more for turning the NVIDIA DLS whatever off.
Shit, that should be increasing your frames. It looks like you lost 5 frames.
It looks like it loses NVIDIA DLAA. Let's check. No, actually, no. Now that I'm standing still, it makes no difference really. 1 or 2 frame difference. So what is the thing that's really causing it to slow down? Some of this stuff did not start on auto detail high default. What the fuck?
Put it to low. He refuses. He won't do it. He
can't.
No, I must find anything else to lower.
Is that really what it is, though? That only changed about 3 frames. 4 frames.
It's probably just the lighting and everything in here, and the special effects, maybe.
Not the water. Yeah, it's something else.
Anyways, let's not worry about that part right now.
Okay.
I mean, you should fix this after, but I don't want to pause here for 5 minutes at the end of the video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna start talking to the dudes in town, basically, and then I'll end the video because that'll be it. Actually, I want to do a meetup with you though in co-op. Is one of the first things. So.
Friendly's the name.
Friendly's the name.
Your skill with the violence.
Wow, a fucking isometric type game that did lower than 60 frames a second. Unbelievable.
Talk to that fucking guy.
Brutal.
Talk to that Renly guy.
No fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now.
No, the guy, Renly. He's got a fucking yellow glowing thing on top of him.
Oh, this guy.
I smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense.
Alright, he's like the blacksmith guy, basically. So he's rewarding you for killing the miller. Creates a skill gem up to level 1.
There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the valley. It moves unseen.
Cut skill gem.
And attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself.
He's trying to actually do shit. I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. See, that's kind of cool because usually they sound like they have never even tried to leave town. At least this in lore or story in your imagination, at least it sounds like he does that, even if he never actually leaves town. He will never actually leave town.
He actually taken a look out there.
Only in Skyrim will they actually leave town and go do the thing, by the way. Or Ultima 7 or whatever. Okay. Accept the quest. He also will tell you stuff if you talk to him. I don't know.
Well, this place was
But the
never
miller,
house this many people, especially
he
not
turned
in
into a
city.
beast.
But there's nowhere else to go. The monsters creeping out of the forest keep us locked within these wooden walls.
He died and he rose again, but he became a
There's
beast.
outlaws of everyone here. So nobody's coming.
So for me, you know, if you want to read this kind of shit, go buy the game yourself. Go play the game yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like looking through these kind of things. I mean, if I'm playing single player, I will do it. I will listen to it. I don't like how voice actors talk at half speed in games in 2024, 50% speed. I wish there was an option to just
They're
go,
like, hey guys, I'm here in the village, and I want to tell you a story.
this is how voice acting, voice actors think that you improve the quality of your voice acting as you talk slow and thoughtful, you know?
Can they just try to do something different in these games, which I've never seen ever done? Is the reason why I feel so slow is because you're standing still listening to them as you're just fucking standing there. Can they find a way that they talk to you as you're doing stuff in the game somehow? Is there a way
Like
to
in
figure that out?
Bioshock, where like they're talking at you with the thing as you're
Yeah,
there.
because it comes through like the radio or whatever in the room. But yeah, how the fuck did they do that in a game like this? You're not just standing in front of an idiot bored of the conversation.
I don't know. I think
Whoever figures that out is a billionaire.
in real life, people in general don't talk as long phrasings. They don't talk paragraphs, 3 paragraphs at a time before letting you put a word in. So maybe if the conversation was more back and forth, like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's also a
Maybe
seller.
they could have it like, he's like, let's go to the barn or whatever. And as you're on the way, walking to the barn, you could also kind of run away from him a little bit, pick stuff up. He's talking at you and you're having a conversation as you're going to the place you're
Like
going.
he'd follow you around in town as you're talking to him.
He's leading you to the place you want to get to on the other side of town. And then he's talking at you. And it's like something's happening and not just standing there. Anyway. Clicked on his store.
Do you have any unidentified items in your inventory?
Yeah, so how do you do that again?
You have scrolls of wisdom at the bottom right corner.
Oh! How do you use those again? Right click?
Right click it and then left click an item.
Yeah.
So I actually have a quarterstaff that's for you. I want to give to you. So we gotta meet up.
Which of these helmets do I want to sell?
Well, can I trade with you?
Are you here already?
No, well, we're about to figure that out. How do I join your party? We're at the first waypoint. Oh yeah, did you look at this waypoint thing right away?
I clicked on it. Brings up a map.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty dope. Like, they never had a map like this for Diablo. Like,
very nice map.
It is very nice.
No,
It's
just
actually.
to blow your mind. Push tab.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's a nice map. I like it.
A little.
Remember the one in Diablo 2 or whatever? It looked horrible. It looked actually atrociously bad.
Yeah, I like the way this one shows the revealing of the explored areas versus the unexplored areas.
It doesn't just look like weird lines and dots. It looks like a real map.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a game from like Diablo 2.
Oh, I know.
It looks like, yeah, it does look ancient and weird if you think about it. All right, so if you click on the little 3 hamburger menu, they've hamburger menued everything, by the way. In your
shit, where is it?
The inventory, like bottom left, the first thing in the tutorial. Yeah. So
you took a page from Google Chrome, eh?
I'm guessing social screen.
By the way, Google Chrome's hamburger menu, one of the worst interface design additions of modern times I've ever seen. But
what was your name?
Besides the point. SiRiUS with a Z at the end.
Friend invite.
Ah, you have to do little special characters to get your name to work.
No, I didn't know. No, that's the thing. With the special characters, it was already taken. I had to put the H on the end.
What?
Yeah.
It has to be taking characters from the first game. It has to be. There's no way they would have had that.
That's what I don't know. Some fucking Hungarian, man.
This fast, though? The game's out for 2 days? I don't believe it.
Doesn't make sense they would take it from the first game. It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. People would want to use...
Maybe they're going to let you move your character over from the first game into the second game. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but it's Occam's razor.
It's not, they're not doing that?
I'm saying you're coming up with elaborate. You're coming up with more and more elaborate excuses for why some weird thing would be that way instead of just maybe it's not.
Taco Bell and Chorito. Taco Bell and Chorito. Okay.
All right.
I've accepted you.
Create public. Oh no! Don't create a public party.
A guild or a party or.
I think I just like right click you. Yeah, invite to party.
Oh yeah.
SiRiUS has been invited to your party. Accept.
I have a ranger now.
Where the fuck are you?
Right by the waypoint.
Where?
The bottom. You don't see me here?
Oh fuck's sake! Click on the waypoint.
Clearfell encampment.
And I forget how you do this. There's a way to do it. Click an instant below to select. Why aren't you in it?
Oh, there's instances. I remember something about this.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I figured it out. There's a little button next to your portrait name that had a little icon that said like. I didn't say anything, but I clicked it.
Correct instant.
Portaled me to your instance. Yeah. SiRiUS level 2. Here you go. Here I am. My crossbow. Look at these fucking freaks.
Funny how your character has nothing above his name to indicate that it's you, other than when I mouse over you. That's crazy.
I like it. I like that shit.
You're completely incognito from an enemy.
Which
Can I hit you?
You could do that in World of Warcraft, by the way. You can turn off all that shit if you wanted. I was looking at that the other day. You turn off NPC names and player names, and have to click on it or mouse over everyone. All right, so this thing.
Sir Taurus here is running around us frantically. Some player.
Sir Taurus, level 10. Raid
Broncos
Wolf.
baby. Chucky Donkey. Now we're getting some realistic players around us here. Realistic player names. I mean, they are all real. It's just funny how.
All right, did you check this Una?
Let's do it.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survived.
Did you see how long
Una.
she paused after stranger? She paused 2 seconds after her sentence. All right, skipping. Accepting quest. This is how I play action RPGs.
Let's walk through town, Una, as you talk at me.
No.
Let's walk and talk.
Buy or sell items.
I like to hold on to bits and
Oh yeah, so I was gonna equip some of these.
Any that catch
Candles.
your eye.
Yes, I wanted to buy a scroll from her.
Accepted a quest from her to travel to Grellwood or something. Did you hear what her little comment there was? Maybe it's random, but I went to buy store. She said, "I like to hold on to bits and pieces."
Holy fuck, what a creeper. So if you click on her other store option, disenchant item.
Oh yeah.
Place your items here to disenchant them. Now I'm scared, but if you mouse over it, if you're in that menu over items, it says disenchants for 1 transmutation shard. Do you remember this shit from Path of Exile? How they had all these currency items, orbs, and think like the transmutation shard. Like some of them will add another stat to your item randomly, and you know you could craft your items to be more and more powerful. So anything that you don't want, you don't necessarily want to sell it. Of course, we do now because we don't have any money, but. Anyways, I just want to show you that. And then the third one is over here. Finn. On the left side of the town here. I like how you're running.
Finn.
I like how you're running backwards.
Yeah. Other players gonna be doing that is to keep their mouse over wherever the fuck they keep it.
Exactly, you're gonna see that a lot. Is what I just realized.
Provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely.
This guy talks so slow. They always talk so fucking slow.
He's
If I don't got it, I can.
looks like Green Day lead singer or something. I don't know.
Oh really?
Buy or sell items.
Knows what prizes await.
So he notices this random whatever, random. He's the gambling. This has been in Diablo since the very beginning, the randomizing items.
Where does it say that?
When you talk to his buy or sell, click on his buy or sell menu and then mouse over an item. Random.
Oh, yeah.
It won't show the
I seem
stats.
to recall this.
Yeah, this has been in Diablo. It's because fundamentally Diablo and these games are an item class type game where you have the underlying base item like the random boots, you know, or random, you know, like the actual item icon. You say random boots, but you could tell what kind of boots they are based on the icon. They should say random whatever, random sandals, random, but you can tell from the icon.
For a game starter, this is too expensive to random roll.
Yeah. And then the last thing is the stash here.
Swindler and a thief. I like 'em already.
And now, I was really surprised by this. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what the fuck was happening, but see the stash is underneath all these fucking horny motherfuckers piled up over here. You see this? You see the gangbang happening over here?
Holy shit.
Right there, this is a 1,000-man gangbang happening right now.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
All right, so you start with 5 stash tabs at the top there, right? 4. You start with 4. Guess how many I started with?
What, 8? 10?
66, motherfucker.
Why?
Plus
Why
5 more.
This?
What's that? Because they transferred from Path of Exile 1.
Oh.
So that's like one of the things. If you bought these expansion, what are stash tabs in Path of Exile 1, you automatically see that is something you can transfer from one game to the other.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because like I spent so much money.
If you spent the money, it shouldn't make you spend your money all over again.
I spent so much fucking money on these, man.
It's actually that's what's called doing right by the player base, the original player
well,
base.
Especially those people,
hundreds of dollars again.
Especially those people who are complaining that this is just Path of Exile 1 reskinned, or like, why did you even release a second one, just so you can charge us again for it? So then
it feels a lot different from the first game, yo.
Yeah, and so but that does away with that kind of a talk, you know, people, because then now they can't make that argument, because it's like, well, no. And it would be even cooler if you could transfer your cosmetics from Path of Exile 1 or something that you spent all your money on.
But to call this a reskin is ridiculous after seeing what this game actually plays like so far. Very different.
Oh yeah. So the stash, though, I have giant stash. I have a currency tab where it can store my. Oh, it's shared between all my characters. I just realized.
Another well refills your health, mana, and everything.
So this is the currencies I found on my other character. Yeah. This is a essence tab. This is
essence tab.
Flask tab.
Doesn't that mean you have all the shit you could use?
No, they're all empty.
Oh, they're all empty.
I just got the space, basically. There's these unique tabs, which are...
It doesn't transfer your items over?
No, because it's a separate game. The items and all the characters, like, all that's different. It's just, you know... Yeah.
I see.
But that's why, but certain things are the same. So, like, you have portals, and so one of the main things you'd get is, like, portal effects that people spend money on. So they get a special portal effect, you know, when they teleport or home or whatever. So that, you could transfer that over. Why not? That's like or like a glow effect on your character, or something like that. Those kind of things. A black cat pet, why not? I hope I have my black cat pet, please.
The things you cosmetic stuff you spend money on.
Do I have it?
Why not?
Do I have it? Nah. No, I don't think I have any. Oh, they're here. What the fuck? Whoa. Holy shit, my black cat is here, man.
Wow.
This microtransaction is not supported in this game version, but it's here in the list. Which means that it could become available at some point. And also, here's my my jaguar. I had a small black cat and I had a large black cat. Those are my two pets. And then my portal, damn, unavailable. I had a fucking gold pile portal I really liked. Is any of this shit transfer?
To implement all of it into the game.
Yeah, like these kind of things though are definitely things you can transfer. Like, I wouldn't transfer the items over. That's, you know, the game is the items basically, or the set of items. Oh, this shit, my Hussar wings. Yeah. And the glow effect, Divine Herald effect. Anyways, let's look at the last few things we didn't look at yet, which is the portal. So like, let's go out to the next area. That's it, pretty much. That's the whole town, by the way. Those 3 traders. One is a armor smith, the sorcerer. This is like Diablo 1. Straight up, there isn't even a mercenary.
The first town is very simple.
Yep. Loading. Oh, you have an uncut skill gem. I forgot to do that. Yeah, let's do that. We picked that up earlier. We never actually did it. Wasn't it is the reward from when you entered the town here and the guy gave it to you or whatever? All right, so open your inventory and then right click it. And so do you remember on the original game you'd have to get gems to drop? So if you're looking for like a certain attack, you'd have to have that drop. Now they changed it. You just need to get an uncut gem and you can cut it to do whatever skill you want. So you could choose.
I see.
So if you... Like I have fragmentation rounds already. Armor piercing rounds. Permafrost bolts. Explosive grenade. Permafrost bolts.
For example, why doesn't it let me do these ones? Does it take too much? Or no, I just have to click on it. I'm stupid.
Left click it and then it'll play a video.
Hitting enemies behind the target. This attack is very effective at freezing enemies.
I like freezing enemies.
Is an ammo skill. Use it to change your bolts, then use basic attack to fire.
Okay.
Explosive grenades have a long fuse.
Grenade, yes.
That deal devastating damage if you can catch enemies in the blast.
Super long fuse.
Explosive grenades have a long fuse.
Glacial cascade.
I like that shit. I like frost.
It's my first nice long range one.
Yeah, read. Look at the description of that. The last spike that hits is a giant mega spike. So if you can aim it just right, the right distance, you can hit him with the last spike.
The armor is broken. This is an ammo.
What about the last option here?
Use it to charge your bolts, then use basic attack.
Machine gun.
Fire. If you need to, you can use
it's like a mine
to manually reload.
I'm gonna try this cascade one first, and I'll try mine stuff later.
Yep. And so then just click engrave. I'm gonna go. Oh, with my giant grenade, I think engrave. I would go with the frost normally, but the giant grenade is just too class, you know, fitting. Okay, so then you have.
How do you modify the staff again? There's a
so you're not doing that. You don't actually modify the staff. So just look at the skill gem in your inventory. And if you right click it, it opens your skills pane. And then you can just like left click it and you can just put it into a skill slot. It has nothing to do with the item itself. It's actually just your character's skill slots. The crossbow, or you have the quarterstaff attack at the top is like your main skill. See how that has like that basic attack there? That also can be modified with support gems. Which we will get support gems later. We haven't even gotten those, but basically there's going to be ways to increase the effects of your glacial cascade and stuff, you know? Like there's a way to make it do more damage, but have a smaller area of effect, for example, for that one, glacial cascade. All right, so for my grenade, explosive grenade, equipped it, and then you take the square skill itself and equip it on your
thingy.
Did it.
Middle mouse for me, this one, I guess.
So this one does not switch my ammo type, actually. I like that, because then I can actually keep it on a different one. All right, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, so this right here, when I was playing earlier, this was my first reaction, was that these logs are huge, and this type of level design, look at the way it looks. You start off in an area.
Oh, my ancient computer's still loading.
Still loading. Well, I'll describe it for you. Start off in a small area. And by the time you're loaded, I'll have described it. Start off in a small area, and there's these giant logs blocking you, and then there's a tiny path next to it. So, like, this feels very ungridded, not grid-based, right, at all, right?
Yeah.
I like that kind of shit.
Can I damage you, first of all?
No.
No. This is not one of those games where I have to be careful not to damage you.
Got my shotgun. Let's just have that grenade. Boom. Big boom. Shotgun.
Big boom. Big boom.
Oh shit! So, see this freak over here, the Vile Hag, appropriately named.
Oh fuck! He just killed me.
Yeah, see that red shit that appears?
Shit.
Oh, I can revive you.
Oh, nice.
One moment.
Vile Hag got me. The character is very weak at the beginning of this game. Definitely. Revival takes a while, eh? It ain't no quick thing.
I was trying to see if it could like resume, but there we go. I was like a second away.
5 seconds.
Yep, I like that. I can revive you. Co-op friendly.
I die very easily in this fucking game.
No, that's fine. You'll get more moves to deal with that later, I think.
Yeah. I let myself get hagged.
Yeah, I think like even with the big brute warrior guy, you're gonna have to move out of the area of effect of bosses and stuff, you know? When they're doing a big blast, you just have to learn how to move out of those. If they just let you just tank those, face tank them or whatever, people would just only play that class, right? Because it's like the class that just does everything, just walks through everything. So, and then the problem ends up being then that class is slow. Oh, that was for you. Did you see that? After a few seconds, I was able to pick it up. It was grayed out and I couldn't pick it up. Hey, can I trade with you?
How do you do that?
All right, click you and I go trade. And then you have to accept trade. And look, I found the staff in the first area. It is very good. 4 to 7 fire damage and gain 5 life per enemy killed. It's super fucking good staff for you.
Cool, let's look at it.
Fire damage and you gain life for kills. Way higher than your quarterstaff.
How do you inspect? You have to actually hold down.
You can just move your mouse over your quarterstaff up there, by the way.
Oh, I see.
It's just a 7 to 12, nothing. The one I gave you is that, plus other stuff. No, that's the you're looking at.
What is this thing?
Ashen staff.
See the stats on it.
It doesn't have anything. It just grants skill level 1 firebolt. That is the stats.
I see.
That's a staff for a sorcerer. You could sell that.
This says fire damage on
What's
top
the skill
of
that it gives you?
physical.
What's the skill that it gives you? What does it grant you? Can I have that staff?
This one?
Yeah. Can you do old school trading? AKA drop it on the ground?
Holy
Fuck
shit.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I can't even believe it.
Well, it's in Diablo, you could always do that shit, you know? Drop on ground. Okay, grants level 1 firebolt. I'm going to make a sorceress. I'm going to give this to her. I'll put it in my stash so she can access it. What other armors did you have? Do you have anything that I could use? Helmet, maybe? I don't... Oh, I have a helmet.
A crap helmet.
I have a better thing. Actually, do you want my helmet? I have a +5 strength helmet.
What am I wearing? I have a 13 maximum life one.
I have +14 to maximum mana, +5 to strength, which will make you do more damage and have more mana.
Alright, I'll take that.
They're like the same kind of, but... Great helm.
Ah, where'd you find this at?
Just fighting, probably from the dude at the end or something.
You want that one?
Yes. Alright, let's keep killing shit for a little bit. I'm walking backwards. It's gonna happen a lot.
So should just staff be doing fire now?
Yeah, when you hit enemies. I don't think it'll do like a fireball or anything, you know. That's too bad.
Just a little minor fire effect of some sort.
Fire, you'll have to imagine in your mind. Oh, waypoint. Look at that. The mud burrows. Let's save that for another time, but this is like a side...
Yeah.
The side quest is in there to kill this big dude. But it'll
Wish
make...
I can kill these roaches on the ground and shit.
Little
freak bugs
critters running around.
But you can't. Just like in real life, the cockroaches always survive. I guess it's just doing additional fire damage, but it's not really visually represented very much, but I guess it just is doing it.
Right, I mean, that's what I was saying, is like all these games are... It's just stats based, you have to imagine it in your mind. They're doing fire damage.
Yeah. There's no running in this game, it's 1 speed, right?
Yeah.
Shot here. Augmentation, eh?
Yes. That one augments magic item with a new random modifier. it needs to already be magic, right? So I don't think that will work on your staff because it already has 2 modifiers on there. And so you have to make
2 modifiers.
Yeah, so your staff has the plus fire damage and it has the gain life on kill. So those are
I see.
Those are like the 2 things it does. So if you only had one of those, you could use this orb to the grenade bitch. Oh, I gained a level.
That's what just happened. I gained a level.
A charge. Are you retarded?
Yes, I'm recharged. I'm recharged.
Letharged. You know, have you heard the word targe?
I think I've seen it before.
It's a type of shield. Targe.
Oh yes.
Targe.
Targe, a retarge. A retarge.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm retarded. So now this game genre is getting a lot of competition. So this is coming out, or it's semi-out. I would call it semi-out.
The hag.
Kill the hag! Oh, she almost killed me there. Holy shit! Wow, her damage is crazy.
Take the hag out.
She's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, this shotgun is it's not actually good against one enemy. It's like better to use the other one.
Yeah, I like my lightning move for multiple. And then my ice one just for like if there's 1 or 2 kind of far away.
Yeah, that big spike.
Sometimes it works decent.
Big spike thing at the end, yeah. All right,
That's you.
Let me level up real quick. Skill point. I'm just gonna put it into increased projectile damage, basically.
Where do you do that under? Just under.
Just click the little flashing plus icon down at the bottom of your screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a way to
yeah.
open it if you click on skills, passive skill tree P. Go towards the first big skill. Yeah.
Which one do I want to go toward?
Well, you already kind of put a point in towards one of them, so you already kind of decided.
Yeah, but I based it only based on. I didn't even know about this. I just chose this first. I can still also do this.
No, because now you're gonna be 1 level behind reaching the next. You know what I mean? So you
Let's actually look what these 2 are.
Yeah, you should have done that before you picked one of those skills. I thought you did, and that's how you decided.
No, I just decided it between these 2.
Well, so now you're committed to that path. Just do it.
This one does actually sound better, movement speed. So.
Yeah.
What about this though? This is just something you do later.
Off to the side this way. Increase your attributes. Gain 20 life per enemy killed. See that red node over there? Recover 2% of mana on kill. 25% increase amount of mana leached.
I see.
Pin and run. 30% increased pin build up. 5% increased movement speed if you've pinned an enemy recently. Some sort of a serial pinner. I think, you know? Pinnist. A pinnist.
Call me a serial pianist because I play a lot of pianos and.
Anyways, that one's the other side was all the damage ones. I would have gone the other side, honestly, but this side is more about energy shield and mana and movement speed and I wonder how you respec this shit.
But then this one is like, I guess it's attack, but this one does like movement speed. Isn't that more important?
I would say so, yeah. Both.
Generally, we've discovered movement speed helps a lot in games.
Well, yeah. I would say it helps more with the ranged class, though, but...
Also, doesn't it
you
work
kind of move
backwards?
around
So,
a
like,
lot.
doesn't this shit work backwards? So if you go from here, you're eventually going to go to here, and then it's just 2 points to get back to this.
Yeah, but see all those red points on the way?
I know, they're good, yeah.
So then what people would do is they do the exact opposite. They do those ones, they increase speed, they do increased attack damage, and they do the green one, and then they loop around to get the blue one.
How do I reset this shit?
How do you get that 1 point back?
To go this way and then, like, loop, yes.
I don't know how you respec it. Oh, I remember now. I remember. You get items in this game which lets you remove a point. One off the path. So just don't spend your skill point now, and you'll get an item like that, and you'll remove it. Or you know what? You could just start down the other path and then remove that one, because you can basically truncate the ends of a line.
Oh, so you could remove this and this if you have put points into this?
Did you already assign that one?
Yeah, before you even told me not to, yeah.
Oh god, you're already 2 in there now?
Yeah.
Oh, so you need 2. Now you need 2 of these items. Jesus Christ. Alright, whatever. Commit to your shit build, and later we will rebuild it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do
You've
it.
told me the necessary infos each time too late.
Yeah, well, so this is a problem that people would have with this game, is that when you are presented with these 2 choices, you really can't.
Oh my God.
You can't just decide based on those 2. You have to look at where it's headed. And so when I was playing, the first thing I did when I hit the skill tree thing is I spent about 30 minutes looking at the skill tree, which is not exactly most people's, favorite thing to do when they're playing a game. Is, wait, where'd you die? You want me to revive you?
I got hacked. It actually forces me to get revived by you. I can't click it on this option. Is that because we didn't find a checkpoint in this area yet, or what?
Maybe it's just I'm close enough? I don't know.
I got hagged really fast.
Alright.
AKA she blew me up with her little explosion bubble.
Come this way real quick. Come up here. So this is like the last thing I wanted to do.
Now I could have resurrected.
There's the checkpoint. Here's the hag master herself.
Fucking bitch.
The super hag.
The first one was dangerous. This one will be even more dangerous.
Grenade, a grenade. Huh. She has an energy shield. Here's a grenade. Try and get those spikes to hit her exactly, yeah. Perfect, yeah. Spike rip, yes.
Up her haggard hag ass. Oh, she tried to spike my ass as revenge. She tried to revenge spike me. No, she's gonna hag me. Jesus Christ, she almost hagged me. She almost hagged me.
Wow, your spike does so much fucking damage to her. Holy shit.
When I hit it correctly, it's amazing.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's my favorite move on the monk so far, actually. Head of the Winter Wolf, I'll take that. I think that's actually... I died on that boss like 5 times, by the way.
Oh, shit.
With the monk. So
in co-op, is it easier?
It was way easier in co-op, holy shit. I had to run away a lot from that boss with the monk, yeah. Just because I think we were able to take her down much faster.
Wasn't like every item you found in the first game always undiscovered till you used the scroll?
No, you get only the magic shit. These all the blue and higher things or whatever, But so you have this green Head of the Winter Wolf item. You have that?
Where is it?
You should have just picked it up, right?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the quest reward, and you just right-click it, and it gets consumed, and it gives you permanently 10% cold resist to your character. Kind of nice.
I'm not going to be using shields because I have basically 2-handed staff all the time, right?
Yeah, you don't want to make money, though?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I have enough stuff to sell. No, is that not enough?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna sell it. You're not gonna sell it. At the beginning of the game, I'm such a bum. I sell everything. Sell gray items, everything. All right, nice. That was kind of like the little first boss. You want to go kill the other boss real quick since that was so fast, actually?
Yeah. How does it work in this game? Like, do you fully have to explore areas or not really? You just kind of get to the boss and then that's all.
So you have to.
This little optional fodder.
I didn't even know if you had to do that because that was a quest, though.
I see.
And now you'd have to find the exit from the area. So it's
just telling me left-click the portal button to create a portal back to town.
Oh, it's because you're saying your bags are full. Yeah, and that is one of the things I want to test is the portal. Yeah. So do you remember the scrolls of portaling? This is
just like Diablo 2, I think.
Yeah, but there's no cost. I think also other games did this, like Titan Quest. They realized there shouldn't be an item to portal.
There is a cost.
What?
There's a cost for me. It's a long load screen.
Oh shit! Well, and the other thing is you could only have a portal in one place. That's the other cost.
Right? Yeah. Look how long that took me. Jesus fuck.
All right, now sell to Una or to Renly.
What have we got? Take a look.
I'm gonna keep that shield. I'm gonna keep one of these shields for. I'm sure that.
So how do you sell it? You drag it over there, or is there right click or shift click?
I think control click, control left click.
Click.
It's gotta be different in every game, you know, for that one.
Yeah.
No standards.
Just to make sure you're confused.
Shift right click, control left click.
You can't have like a universal thing. That'd be so nice, but they don't.
No.
What about this thing? Grant skill, level 2 lightning bolt. Oh, this is again only for wizards and shit, right?
Oh, can I have that?
Yeah.
How'd you get all these sorceress items? What the fuck?
I don't know. What the fuck. Twig circlet. I guess it's just like not as good as this one. No.
Woo! What's this? I need to make a little bit more money. This one's really good. Adds 1 to 4 cold damage to my attacks, plus 2 to level of all projectile skills. That's amazing. I need to get a tiny bit more money to make that happen. So.
Let me give you that thing. Where are you? Oh, you're here? Oh, that's another ranger.
Yeah, come talk to me.
Where's this clown at?
Oh, can you click on can you portal to my world?
Oh, fuck.
Click on the little, no, click next to my character. No. What the fuck?
Oh, not your, oh.
I didn't even say a thing yet. Click on there's a portrait of my character. You have to listen to what I'm saying. And then you click that. There you go.
Why doesn't it automatically keep us in the same instance if we're together?
Hey, you know what? The fucking giant brain gigabrains at Grinding Gear Games, they probably don't have an answer for that.
They couldn't figure that one out, huh?
No. Maybe Path of Exile 3, you know, for that one.
Jesus Christ.
Trade request. This is definitely how you want to trade in town, by the way. Wait, I don't want that shit. Oh, I do want to sell it, actually.
You do want that. I thought you said you wanted that thing.
Yeah, I do. I want to sell it, yeah. Oh, I didn't see the skill that it granted until I have it in my inventory. What the fuck?
Is it something that interests you?
Yeah. Can I have some more?
I don't have anything more. What else do I have?
Oh,
Orb of augmentation? What is that?
No, I don't want to take your orbs. I think I will just sell my orb of augmentation instead, actually.
Uncut skill gem level 2. I mean, I can get yet another skill.
What'd you get?
Uncut skill gem level 2.
What was that for?
I think I can upgrade this to level 2.
Yeah, but what'd you get that for?
Just random. Killing some of those heavier enemies, I think.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, you can upgrade it to skill 2, or you can make a new skill start off on level 2 immediately or something like that.
Oh!
Right? Yeah, you can get a level 2. Yeah, because it says you can get a frozen locust level 2 or killing palm level 2.
Ah. I'll try that one.
Yep.
What have we got? What would you like?
Alright, I gotta sell this. Make sure he still has the thing I want. Yes.
Put it on my Q skill.
That'll be useful.
My Quartif Queef skill set. It'll be the Q. What's wrong with me, sir?
I don't know. A lot.
This cooperative sounds like.
Is this really a
something.
tier 3 fucking skill now? Oh my god. This is unbelievable.
Cooperative. I'll cooperative on you, motherfucker. How about that?
I don't know what this one is though.
What's this? Is this the energy shield around my health there?
Yep.
How
Show
come I've
that.
never noticed it before?
Let's show it. Let me see it. Because you probably weren't wearing an energy shield armor yet.
That's why. Because I'm like, how come my health was just dropping instantaneously
cool.
all the time?
It looks cool.
Yeah. Does your mana also get a little? No, it doesn't.
I have
A
one
little
as well.
mana, a special mana bar as well.
Where is this coming
Extra
from?
mana.
Oh, it's from my sandals. Energy shield 14. See how the helmet is armor 29, but the boots are energy shield, so they give you a little bit. So I have 14 energy shield, 106 life. All right, let's go back to that place real quick and just do that other quest.
All right.
Yeah, so let's take.
I'll take your portal.
Can't take my portal.
I already did it.
It should load instantly. It should keep it loaded in, don't you think? All right, let's go on to the mud burrows down here.
I remember there was like one. Oh, let's go in here.
Hey, I
There
bet
was
you.
one show. I think it was.
I bet you if you go through my portal, it would go to the same instance. You know.
I think so, actually. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah.
All right, what were you gonna say? It was a show.
Maybe that's what we're supposed to. Oh, as far as portaling, hold on, they're talking at me. We got a creature in here. You know, there's a lot of shows with portaling, like Stargate and Sliders, and all these shows that have the same concept of portaling.
Yeah.
Well, there's one time where a guy portaled, and then like the portal connection got severed midway through. Was this ice thing gonna go away? Holy shit!
This is your thing.
Actually blocks my gun.
And so what that does is you have to destroy it. So like enemies can destroy it, and I can destroy it too, I think.
And it just blocks them, or does it like trap them? It blows up.
It blows up in a giant radius
when they hit it.
You know, one other thing I gotta say though, in general, in all RPG video games, do you ever read skill descriptions ever?
Oh no!
Why not? Do you just put it on and then you just start clicking and then you want to feel how it works, or what?
Yeah.
That's you're not.
Full boom bats level,
you are not
motherfucker,
compatible with the RPG genre in general, sir. Incompatible.
I put it on and I try it out, motherfucker, like a pair of shoes.
How'd you even? This would be the most confusing ass skill for you. What does this even do? It blocks me.
Because you know why I didn't read it? Because I looked at the little depiction, but the little depiction doesn't quite explain what it's really doing, which is like places a little ice barricade thing.
Well, so if you read it, it says that when you explodes, it does most of its damage. So you want to kind of like put it near them and then blow it up somehow. And I think you can even get it to where they can blow it up. You know, like if you put it in the path of some boss attack or something. You know.
Oh, I see.
Hermit garb, not a hermit crab.
Hermit garb. But no, so if the portal's severed in the middle of portaling, guess what happens? You cease to exist, motherfucker. That's what happens. Isn't that pretty cool? Which means if I'm portaling and then you remove your portal in this game, shouldn't that mean I die? SiRiUS has died. Then I can yell at you for why'd you remove your portal? Why'd you...
So if I open the chest, everything in it's mine. I'm pretty sure that's how this is working.
So when I'm seeing those items fall out, am I seeing yours too, or just my instances of them?
So if there's an item that's for me, you will see a grayed out version of it, and you can't actually click it for like the first few seconds. So let's test that. You could tell me. So like when the next item drops, tell me how it looks for you. See if it's grayed out or not.
There's a lot of mud freaks down here. In the hollows or whatever.
It's like it comes out of the fucking walls. So there's gonna be at least multiple grenades here. Fired. Grenade. That's so powerful, actually. I can just keep dropping them.
Need more time.
Look at this shit. This is ridiculous. While you're fucking around with your ice thing, I'm just a grenade.
Yeah,
grenade.
Ice think's pretty stupid. It's one of my least
so
favorite.
these are the...
Okay, so I opened it.
Oh, I thought I opened it, but they're all... None of them are grayed out.
Okay.
So I guess maybe when they're gray items, it doesn't matter or something? So you just pick, like, if you want it or not? Did you want 32
Yes.
energy shield?
Is that what this thing is?
Yeah, this tattered robe.
Why does this say... Oh, okay, 32.
Or evasion 16 and energy shield 32.
No, I'll do this one. 32, please.
I'll put
32, please.
evasion and energy shield. Oh, I have a ring I found.
Energy
Ooh.
shield only.
21 mana ring I just found. Wow.
I can identify this one. Ooh, look at this one. Wowie, wowie.
What'd you get?
Okay, you see my screen?
No, I can barely. I only see the 9 to stun threshold.
Yes, 9 to stun threshold, 1 to 4 physical thorns damage, and energy shield and evasion. 16.
Oh, thorns
pretty good?
damage for nice. Yeah, for the chest armor. Nice. Yeah.
Should I try that one?
Yeah.
Do you want this 32 energy shield one?
Yes. That's super good for you because the thorns means you'd be getting hit. So if I'm not getting hit very often, it's not actually good for a ranged class thorns aura, I mean.
What is this
yes.
thing? Lesser mana flask.
So there is a reason to replace your flasks, right? Your life and your mana flasks. They can get effects on them. So I have a magic mana flask that says 27% increased charges gained. So you can get ones that like use fewer charges for a heal. You can get ones that replenish faster, ones that heal you faster, ones that, you know, there's special effects that you can get on the flasks. So they didn't completely get rid of the unique special ability flasks, but they definitely simplified them a lot, you know?
Yeah. Find this freakadeek.
Yeah, there's a freak in here, and let's kill it and then just get the fuck out of here. Man, that grenade, though, it takes, like, so long to explode.
This shit definitely reminds me of, like, Diablo 2 style. Remember Diablo 2 had a lot of these weirdo caves like this, just like this, actually?
Here's a kind of a freak, a bigger freak. And they roll away, so they didn't actually hit him at all. Yeah, the fact that they roll...
Freak of Armageddon.
You have to actually kind of have a distance before you launch the grenade, because otherwise it'll roll past them. So let's try and do it on this one. Roll it like this. Roll it towards him. Yeah.
Spiked.
Hatchery.
Ice spike up your butt.
Oh, it's a hatchery. There's a bunch of items in here, I think. See how that one? Wrapped quarterstaff. See, that was probably great for you. Because it's a magic item. Look, a lesser life flask. Did you want that one? Actually, these ones are out. Never mind. These are gray. They don't have any stats on them. But so you can actually, with a certain item, upgrade them to magic. So it's almost like a chance at rolling them. But I wouldn't waste that item like that on a lesser flask, you know? But, I did find a staff, which might be good for you, so I'm going to identify it.
I found a good staff just now. Look at this staff. 10 to 19 damage. Versus 7 to 12 one I have.
Where's the staff that I gave you? What the fuck?
What?
Where's the staff that I gave you?
Not sure what happened to that.
You sold that and you kept your shit one?
I'm not sure now. I thought you gave me one that was worse than this.
I gave you one that was literally the same as that, but it had stats on it. And you got rid of that and you kept your fucking basic plain white one?
Oh,
Jesus
shit, I don't know
Christ,
what I did.
man.
I don't know what I did.
Jesus Christ. I shouldn't
I don't
even
know.
give you items.
I don't even know.
Did you just drop it? Because this item looks. I was about to say this looks suspiciously like the item I gave you earlier. But I just identified it, so it's like it's a copy. So is that one?
Remember what?
Is that one more or less?
Less.
But then it gives you mana. But it's not. It's more. See, that one says 3 to 7 physical. This one says 4 to 7 fire. So it's actually more. 4 to 7 is more than 3 to 7, and it gives you mana. I'm gonna watch you put it on this time.
What did happen to the fire one? Because I thought I put it on. Maybe I failed to put it on. I don't know what happened.
You fucking sold it, man. It's miserable.
Remember how I was sitting there
wretch.
commenting on like, how come I don't see any fire effects? Remember that? I failed to equip it properly somehow.
I still don't think you're gonna see fire effects, but well, you might. You'd see it when you hit it. Like if anything, you'd see it like when you make contact with the enemy.
Yeah. I don't know how I failed to put the other staff on last time. I have no idea what I did. You'll have to watch it back and tell me what I did.
That's fucking embarrassment, man. Embarrassing.
Yeah. I don't know what I did. Shit, these are dying fast.
Yeah, your staff would have been doing double damage, basically. That's what it does.
Because of the fire.
Yeah, can you see the effect when you hit him at all? Oh yeah, you do see the fire. Yeah, look. Yeah, watch. Watch when you hit him. There's a little bit of fire. See that?
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
A little tiny flame. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
I see it. I'm sure the effects will get more pronounced as you get higher level of these things.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. If the more fire damage you do, the more flamey it gets.
But just start small because it's still low. That'd be a good design choice, actually.
Yeah.
If they thought about it.
I think they're gonna just keep it small. It's just to represent the basic fire damage, if you have any.
Oh, this feels like a boss.
Vile Nest,
Yeah.
This is the boss. Kill the Devourer. Oh, fucking beast. Grenades? What else do I use? Grenades. Oh, I have to recharge them. Oh shit, the beast goes on the ground. You know what's funny? This Devour Beast, do you remember these from Path of Exile? They have these beasts.
Very vaguely. Yes, I do remember them in the cave.
They have them as like a basic enemy type, actually, even.
Yeah.
Watch out, giant explosion.
Oh, fuck, he busted out under me. Ah. He tried to burrow up into my butt. Don't let him butt burrow you, he's gonna try.
See the giant red thing when he butt burrows?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. I was still too slow. He tried to bite me.
Fuck you, insect. Oh shit, this other back
There's always
his
little
butt's
butts, by the way.
attacking.
Another one.
His butt is attacking. No, it
His
says
butt attacked.
It says it's his rear end,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Here it comes!
So here's a question for these WASD fanatic retards. I'm gonna do it, I'm calling them it. How do you push the key 2 while you're running around with WASD? How does one push the 2?
Yes.
How does it?
Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? How do you push certain keys while you're doing all this stuff? Yeah. It's a bit stupid. Are you gonna optimize your controls or something?
No, I'm just making fun of WASD. Whenever I get.
Me, goddammit. There's already the space button for rolling is a bit, dodging is a bit weird, but it's acceptable. Which one of these do you want?
Why can't I pick up the uncut skill gem? Oh, that's for you. Oh, that's for me. That's for you. Okay.
I see.
Does quiver actually help for me? I don't think so. Crossbow doesn't use a quiver, does it? No. Does it? I don't think so. I'm gonna try it. Take the quiver, you take the rest of that shit. Oh,
Should I try bows?
Take the medium life flask. No. That's not the type of game where you try bows on warriors. This is your favorite thing to do in games, RPG games. Is you try to is to make a sorcerer class and then play like, can I wear armor now and use a two-handed weapon? Oh God, why? Why?
How can you see what level you are?
There's a character panel you can access with C. I've never seen this before, actually.
Oh shit.
Level 4 mercenary. You can mouse over everything, it tells you. Strength is an attribute, gives you 2 life. Strength does not grant damage, just any other. Uses a requirement to equip armor. You get 2 life for every strength, but does not give you damage for skills. Oh, they're writing that because people are so used to it. And even earlier, I said, hey, do you want the strength item? It'll probably, I was thinking it would increase your damage. It doesn't. Interesting.
Can you flip your items in this game? Like, can you flip this flask sideways now and put it here, or no? It's not one of those games, is it?
Oh, for sorting?
Yeah, I don't think there's flipping.
No.
This ain't Resident Evil.
Flip it, rotate it. No. Alright, that's it though. We just gotta teleport out of here.
Alright.
Portal out, back to town. This is like a side path, basically.
I'll take your portal.
Yeah. Should end up
It
in
does
the...
load faster.
Once it's already loaded once?
Once you've been there once. I think? No, it's still taking a while. It depends on how long it's been since you portaled.
Yes. I've collected these over time.
It's not like terrible.
For my collection. Thank you.
Do you just sell your old lesser flasks or what?
Yeah, I've been selling them, yeah. So I need to... Let me cut another gem real quick. So I need to do this. You did this earlier. You cut a second one, you know. Permafrost bolts. Oh, this is a level 2. Or I can upgrade to my... Oh, this is a sneaky choice because it's like, well, do you want to upgrade your existing 1 to 2? I mean, I want my fucking grenade to do more damage, don't I? But I like that, and an armor-piercing rounds. And I want a machine gun. These are like the bolts. Let's try the. Let's do the machine gun one.
Does this game have like a DPS thing for the weapon, like a general rating? I don't think so, does it? Including all the skills combined.
Yeah. Where the fuck is your damage? It's a good question.
You kind of have to manually calculate the magic stuff and then.
Well, did you see your character panel? Is there anything on there? Energy shield, mana, armor, evasion, resistances, block. Yeah, where's your damage? What the fuck? You have to actually look at your weapon or something?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So if you look at your skills panel, right? Yeah, it shows the DPS there.
Where?
Skills. On your skills panel. It's because ultimately the damage is going to be based off of this, what your attack you're using. So it's like, it's not your character's DPS, it's that skill's DPS. No, your skill gem tree, which is S. Your skill selection menu or whatever.
How is it S when S is my down movement?
Sorry, it's G.
Well, G.
Skills panel G. My bad.
I see.
How's the S? That's my down movement.
Oh, just here. Just here. By
yeah, on the right side,
I
yeah.
see. Now, if you replace it with this one, just out of curiosity.
Holy shit, there's a little arrow you can click next to the damage. What the fuck? There, have fun, nerds. Here you go. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, I was questioning, like, were you correct about the fire one being higher? And it is 2 higher. 29 versus 27.
Motherfuckers wondering if the one that says 4 to 7 is higher than the one that says 3 to 7. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there, that one shows it, right?
Yeah. Now I believe.
See, it says main hand total damage 14 to whatever. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Main hand total damage. Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna go back under there.
14 to 24, and the other one would have been 13 to 24, which is an evil number. 13 to 20.
I don't care about that, but like I do wonder because I don't like 13. It's unlucky, but a game like this with a random stat, I don't care that much.
Oh, okay.
But I would be surprised if this game didn't have a full fucking damage breakdown panel like this. I'd be amazed,
I know, right?
Actually.
They just kind of hid it away a little bit.
Before I sold it to Una, I wanted to know for sure that this was the better.
Did you want armor at all instead of energy shield, just to reduce so you take less damage?
Yeah.
So I don't use quivers. Proven. Tested and proven. They don't work on my character. Where are you at? Oh yeah,
What are quivers?
You are in my zone, right?
Yeah,
you're right
should
here.
be.
Yep.
Yes. That did work. Oh yeah, I'll try it.
It's got life regeneration on there too, so your health would slowly go up. I don't know. Did you lose your energy shields? Oh, you have other shit on yours is pretty good already. The thorns damage you would lose.
How much does this give though?
51 armor. That one gives no armor. That one gives no armor. It's
No armor.
energy shield and evasion. So armor reduces damage. Evasion makes you completely avoid damage, but at a % chance. So you still take full size hits. The armor helps you. It helps the damage incoming be more manageable because you have more time to react to it. Because instead of being hit for half your health, you're being hit for like a quarter of your health. You know. Like that's the advantage.
I'll try it.
That's the advantage of armor.
Let me put my other one.
Evasion is more like you're not getting hit, you're not getting hit, you're not getting hit, and then bam, you get hit, and you're like, you gotta recover, and you have to like recover from that, you know?
Yeah. Yep. We have a cut gem thing as well too. Open.
Oh, you have an uncut gem?
Uncut gem. Level 2.
Oh, nice, another one. Holy shit.
Why can't I get to this yet?
I wasn't sure. You need like a higher level. Required level 6.
6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upgrade my most used one, which is Falling Thunder.
Good idea, yeah. Makes you do 154% damage instead of 140. So it's like 14% increased damage on that skill.
Pretty good, pretty good. Do you have to replace this thing, or... No, it's not stupid. Not one of those stupid games, is it?
No, it's level 2 in there, right? See, and the DPS is also higher now. 23 on that.
Why is the DPS so low on this Glacial Cascade? It's only 8. What the hell? I guess fully depends on you hitting the end of the ice spike. You get a good damage on that one.
Oh, I have the item, the Orb of Transmutation. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item with 1 modifier. Nice. I actually have a Regal Orb, which is upgrades a magic item to a rare item. Oh, nice. So you can upgrade a plain white item. So if you have like, you know, one of your items, I might do that to this ring. Actually, I got a ring over here. I'm gonna do that to the ring right now just to show it on the video. I'm gonna upgrade. So you right-click this. This is a currencies tab slot, by the way. I tried to apply it to itself. It lets you store all the currencies in one tab and it auto-organizes them and stuff. And you can also put an item here in the middle. It's like the one you're doing stuff to. This is your crafting slot. You don't have to use that. You could do it here, but you don't have this, unfortunately. This is a good spot for your camera. It actually doesn't cover almost anything. It's crazy.
Where'd you put it?
In the center, in the middle. It's weird.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's really nothing here.
All right, so
people chatting.
I'm gonna upgrade this ring. It says toning on to maximum mana. So the reason that that's not considered a magic item is because the Lazuli ring type is the mana increasing type. The mana range is 20 to 30, I believe. And this is a plus 21. And this will add now an actual stat. Gain 6 life per enemy killed. Now I'm going to use this thing to add Augments a magic item with a new random modifier. Adds 1 to 7 lightning damage to attacks. Well, this is actually a pretty good ring. Wow. Okay, and then there's a Regal Orb. Upgrades a magic item to a rare item, adding 1 more modifier. So you can't add more than 2 magic. But I actually have a Regal Orb. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Fuck it. These Regal Orbs are kind of actually useful because they're the first currency that people are willing to trade for things. It's kind of like $1. This is like your first dollar bill coin, you know?
I see.
But I'm going to use it. And the reason it is so valuable is because people like upgrading magic items to rare. And then there's more currencies to add more stats to the rare, but I'm going to try and do it. 8 to lightning resist. That's okay. This is a pretty beast ring, though. Did you want this?
What is it?
Here, you can just have it. Where are you at?
I'm next to this fire.
Huh. So weird how it's like, oh, you're standing right there.
Standing here like a freak.
Because I'm sure I'll find more, but like, this is pretty good. Especially because it adds 1 to 7 lightning damage to attacks. So I just crafted that shit from scratch. Like, it was a basic ring with the mana on it. And then I added those 2 stats, the 1 to 7 lightning damage, the gain 6 life, and then when I turned it rare, I got the shittiest one, which is the 8% lightning resist. It's okay.
Oh, shit.
But now you could, you know...
Extra lightning damage.
I would abandon it at this point.
Mana.
You wouldn't want to put more resources into trying to upgrade this because it got too shitty of rolls to be worth adding more stats to, because it becomes more and more expensive to upgrade the items, you know? There's a reward we get.
How can you tell...
Yeah?
Can you tell if an item is magic or not?
It's the name of it is blue.
Oh, so these are already, because they have magic stats on them, these are all blue. Fuck.
Yep.
I can't upgrade any of my items.
You could buy an item from the shop.
Hmm.
So you talk to this dude up here. Actually, he's got a reward for you, by the way.
Oh.
For killing the Devourer.
The Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible. This is the first real success.
What? Uncut,
now, this
level
won't
1.
cover our debt to you.
Uncut support gem. This is actually different.
Oh.
This is different. This is the first support gem you get. Right, so try buying from him.
Anything take your
And does he have, like, is there...
good stuff.
Does you... No, any item slots you don't have filled yet. Like, your boots.
Oh, what would go here?
Boots
Shoes.
or belt. Does he have a boots or belt that is plain?
Not magic.
Not magic, yeah.
This one with 22 armor.
Or also rings, is the other one. Which you buy from that other chick, the Luna chick. So you're looking for one that doesn't have stats on it, that's not magic.
Best one I see is this one. 22 armor, nothing on it.
Yeah.
Try buying that.
Well, check this chick first. Check Una.
Hello. Finn makes fun of my collection.
Does she sell rings? Oh, she's selling a magic ring for me. For you, it's different. What is she selling there?
Amulet.
What's the other one below that? That's a ring. Square ass looking ring. What's the ring? Yeah, they're both magical. Yeah, if you just want to buy those boots or something, I mean, but the other
They're
thing
also
is,
expensive as fuck.
but also just don't buy it because it's not worth the cost. You know, like
I see.
Just wait. You'll get plenty of white items to drop. You know, I'm sure you'll find
Okay.
you know, and then you'll do it to that one.
Oh, Scroll of Wisdom. I need to buy a couple. I have none of them left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was buying those earlier. I had to buy 3 of them earlier.
Should I buy like 3? How do you buy multiple in this?
I don't know, but you can control right click
Control right click?
or control left click. I think actually.
Control left click.
One of those. What? Disconnected from server. What the fuck?
Oh, same here. The fuckers.
Let me in.
Because the server went down, not us. Not either of us.
Let me in.
I hope that shit saves. Like, how often do you think it saves your
Constantly.
character's progress?
Constantly. Anytime an item changes in your inventory, this is like how Diablo did it. So
Try logging in, see what happens.
I'm back in there.
They did a little update or something. Oh, server update. Probably. I don't know why I make fun of them for that. Every game. Every game does that.
Little uppy poo, huh?
Every game does it. But I must make fun. What was I just doing? I
don't
think
know.
I was doing particularly anything. I was
People-
buying the scrolls.
People don't like that though. You don't like it.
But I'm a... Oh yeah, so look, I bought one, but I had bought 3 others, which is not bad.
So you're not in my party now? Oh, I need to go to your camp.
Yeah. But so it updates like every 5-10 seconds. It does a little micro save, which is really good actually.
What are you talking about?
Every like few seconds, it micro updates your shit.
No, it updates it at click when you do something.
No, because I had bought 5 scrolls and I only had 1. So like the last 4 clicks, it didn't save. Which is fine. I mean, it's been like a few seconds.
Oh.
Seconds, you know. Which is still really damn good.
Oh.
There ain't that much you're accomplishing.
Yeah, but I don't think
I don't
think that's how the saving works though, man. I don't think it's every 5 seconds is saving everything, the state of it. That's not efficient.
Everything you're doing, every interaction you're doing.
I think it's that those few interactions you were doing failed and they never got saved to the server at all.
Yeah, I see.
I just don't think
I
they
see
do a
you now, I
time-based
see
thing
you.
because that would be super boom bats. All right,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to do this last thing, which is the uncut support gem we found.
Yeah, what do I do?
So you right-click it, and so now you're choosing one of your skill gems at the left. So
I'll just use this one because it's my most used one.
or you
for
can
now.
also upgrade your main attack, your quarterstaff strike. See that?
Oh.
So for me, crossbow bolt, I can make it poison. I can do lightning, or I can do the pin. I can become a pinist.
Wait, so what is all this shit up here?
Fuck is the difference between pin and stun? It's the same. It says things that pin cannot stun and things that stun cannot pin. That's the only difference.
What the fuck?
You're either stunned or you're pinned. So,
Oh, they're different for each thing.
yeah, it's
Support
for,
gems.
yeah. Yep, and they also have multiple levels there too. You see that?
Wow, too much, too far. They've gone
Yeah,
too far.
but okay, compare this to Path of Exile 1, and every one of these support gems was like a gem, and you'd have to find it randomly.
Yeah.
Isn't this a lot more straightforward? Where you're
It's
just
better.
you're
Still too far, but it's
like
better.
it's like an upgrade path for each gem.
Yeah.
And you're finding these more generic. This is like the same thing that like we were just encountering in the what's the game we were playing? 7 Days to Die. Where like the items where you have to find them completely randomly, they reduce them to now you just have to find the shotgun magazine or whatever, right? And now you're upgrading through the different tiers of shotguns, and you're eventually going to reach the final tier shotgun. You don't have to randomly find it. So the same thing with here. You're eventually going to reach the final tiers of your fragmentation round or whatever you're upgrading your Falling Thunder, right? You're eventually going to reach tier 3. It's not a random find to get it. That's my point. So it's almost like the game developers today are realizing that RNG is not the end-all be-all of game design. RNG leads to frustration, and it leads to
Making little changes.
it leads to
changes.
some people getting fucked, and they're realizing that like there's a thing that they say in programming where if it can happen, it will, which means if there's a chance that someone will not 6-link their thing after 15,000 things, can
Maybe
it
like,
happen?
fuck this shit.
It will happen, which means there are people quitting the game because they got screwed by the RNG.
Yeah.
So
You shouldn't make such an insane RNG-based thing where it takes up to that many tries. It's just too crazy.
I'm gonna upgrade my grenade because it's my biggest boom boom.
I'm trying to decide if I do my main weapon or my Falling Thunder thing.
What are your choices for your main weapon? Overpower, what does that do? Hits the support skill cost 50% more stun buildup. Okay, so you're a stunner. Martial tempo, what's that? Support skills have 25% more attack speed, so that's like whatever skills you
Just
are
goes
using,
faster.
just all go faster, yeah. Support attacks gain 25% damage as extra cold damage. Which then freezes them.
They deal less.
That's your
fire lightning.
that's like your normal left attack, you know. which currently you have a fire staff, so that's not good now, but, you know.
Yeah.
What about your Falling Thunder upgrade?
Yeah, let's look. Innervate. Extra lightning damage for 3 seconds.
Mouse over this fucking thing. I want to mouse over what pinning is. I want to mouse over pinning so bad. This should be a way to like
pinning thing you're talking about is, but it sounds like a dilemma.
Hold. Oh my god! It worked. It was a fucking random guess. I said I should be able to hold Alt or something, and the tooltip should stay open, and I should be able to mouse over it. And motherfucker, it worked. Hold Alt.
Wow.
Hold down Alt, and then move your mouse towards the skill tooltip. Move it towards the tooltip. You can mouse over the tooltip now.
Tooltip?
Yeah, the tooltip. To the right. The tooltip. Do you know what a tooltip is, motherfucker? Motherfucker doesn't know what a tooltip is.
Oh, that.
The whole thing that pops up when you mouse over it.
I think I even noticed that there was a little underlined part of it. Nope.
No, the tooltip is the thing that pops up when you mouse over anything. That's the tooltip.
Right.
So Alt locks it, because you can't mouse over the little dot thing, because you can't get to it.
Yeah.
So you have to hold Alt, and now you can mouse over any of these.
I didn't even realize these underlined portions.
Well, but so, like, do you know how many times I've wanted to mouse over a tooltip in World of Warcraft or Diablo or Path of Exile 1 or any of these games? Like, the fact that they allow you to do this, and then this becomes like a wiki, right? So, like,
yes,
because the wiki lets you just kind of go through, and then you're like, hey, what does pinning do? Pinning, certain skills and effects allow damage to build up pinned. Once this build up passes the enemy's pinned threshold, they are pinned, preventing them from moving or being moved for 4 seconds. While pinned, you count as immobilized. Oh, so it's like a stun that builds up over time. So instead of like a chance to stun, it's more like if you do enough damage, it'll stun them. That's cool. It's like a build-up stun. That's good. But I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the explosive, increase my damage, my boom boom. Fire 2 additional projectiles.
A shotgun and a crossbow. It's crazy.
I know it switches. I'm about to show you another one here. I'm gonna use this one. Concentrated effect, smaller area, but more damage. I have to be like super accurate with my grenades then. I'm gonna try it. More damage, always good. Can we take your portal back real quick and this is like the last thing I want to do. Take your portal back. Let's find some boom bats to murder. Oh shit! You're at the beginning. What the fuck? Oh. How the fuck did I not go through your portal? What the fuck just happened?
I went through your portal.
Oh. Coming. Can you open your portal?
It said mud burrows.
Why is it? Can you open a new portal?
Or should I make a portal?
Yeah, your portal's bringing me to the beginning of the zone, yo.
Weird.
I think it closed. I think we were gone too long. I think there's only a 15-minute timer.
I see. Here you go.
I think there's only a 15-minute thing before the zone closes, and then it, like it's
yes.
like which is fine because I want to fight some enemies. So check this shit out. Got a new skill.
What the fuck? That thing basically a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, so it's a shotgun, machine gun, and also crossbow in one.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And so what I do is I switch my ammo type. It's on the same crossbow. See, my gun never changes. But it's like I can do shotgun blasts with this crossbow, or I could do machine gun. It's the same crossbow. You can only use. You have to switch between them.
If I stand in front of you, do I block your shots?
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't interfere with you in like any way in this game. Almost. That's funny. Most games I can interfere at least with blocking, if nothing else. Can't even block you in this.
Whoa, boom booms are big booms. With this character, you really are playing like a shooter game. It's funny. Playing stick shooter. Alright, well, This game, I think, is very promising looking. We might not play it for a little bit because we have too many other games we're playing right now. We have to kind of switch the rotation to it.
So
I'm going to be playing it.
The releases of this game. How does that going to work?
I'm not sure. Didn't look up any of it. I just saw it was available, so I got it.
So this is an early access version, which will be a larger version comes out later.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be like 7 Days to Die 11 years later. It's finally 1.0. I think this is going to be like they went into a public beta and then they went into an early access and then they're going to go into final, like hopefully in a few weeks or a few months, like not longer than that, right?
So it's worth to play the final when that comes out.
Because there will be 12 character classes and...
Yeah.
Oh, and actually there's another thing I know about it, which is that, you know that whole thing about like replaying the same content 3 times for 3 different difficulties in Diablo that they love doing?
Yes.
So in the original Path of Exile, they did that, and then later they added other acts, and then they got rid of that, the repeating the first 3 acts, because they had a act 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So they're doing the same thing now, but they only have 3 of the acts or something like that, and then they are making you play through those 3 again in early access, but in the final version, they'll just add acts 4, 5, 6.
I was actually impressed by how many constant add-ons I saw on Steam coming out for Path of Exile 1, even just like up until recently, like every few months, here's a new major add-on, a new world.
Wait, hold on. I think if I remember correctly, it was like this. It was 1, 2, 3, and then you play 1, 2, 3 again, and then you get to end game content, which is like 7, 8, 9. You can consider it that way, or just consider it 7, right? I don't think there's 3 parts to it, so let's just call it 7 end game, and so then. Later it will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you do 7, right? So the reason that they decided to go this way is because they wanted it that even in early access, with only 3 acts that you have to play twice, they still have endgame content. So the endgame content is not being added later. So it's kind of like the middle's been cut out from the early access, right? So later they're going to add in the middle where they add acts 4, 5, 6. And then you won't have to repeat 1, 2, and 3. But when you do repeat 1, 2, and 3, the enemies are harder and there's better items and all that shit, you know? Like the item levels, the reason they did that is because the items levels still have to tier up in 6 tiers, the gear. So it's still kept like that. And so you still reach end game at the same pace as later.
But then, judging by the first game, aren't they just going to keep on releasing more expansions and stuff periodically?
Yeah.
After that?
Probably, yeah. I'm not sure how that works, yeah. Don't actually remember. Right. I don't remember how it worked in Path of Exile 1, because I don't remember.
Just know that every few months my Steam store would pop up, hey, this new massive add-on came out.
It wasn't like Diablo or World of Warcraft where it adds, you know, like in World of Warcraft you're adding level 70, level 80, right? You're adding extra levels on top of it. It's not like that.
I see.
For these expansions, what they do is they make you replay your character from scratch, from 0, and you're making new characters. But because they force you to, like, you cannot use your old characters in the new expansion ladder. Like the ladder is the ranking of all the players, right? That gets reset. And you can play your old characters, but you can't play it competitively ranked against other players. So you're playing like an old school classic mode where you're reviewing all your past victories, all your past found items, you know. But with each expansion, they're just adding like a new way to play with some new mechanics and making it interesting to play again for the first time. But it is like, I think Path of Exile, that's one of the things they did right, is that they make it all about leveling from the beginning. Like they have races and stuff, like where you race other people, like let's see how high level you can get in 24 hours, in 4 hours. They have like a 1 hour race where like how high level can you get in 1 hour? But then they'll have like special things where they'll say, but the levels are all filled with lava, you know? They're like, how far can you get in an hour? And then the person who gets to the top 3 players actually win prizes and stuff. But the point of that is that it's encouraging this idea of replaying your character from 0 and trying to get faster and faster at leveling up and picking your skills, and like, you know, versus like being attached to your characters. So that's why with each expansion you fully reset and they expect you to replay from the beginning and create new characters, versus in World of Warcraft you're like have all your old characters, and you know, you're like leveling them up again, and you have to prepare and make sure, you know, you have all your 60s ready to go to 70, you know. Anyways, I think it's
And
enough.
This game looks good. This game looks good to me. It looks fun to me.
Elon
let's
Musk
just say,
approve.
From a boombox like me, who doesn't necessarily play these games as the primary type of game that I would play, gets my approval. It was more fun than I expected.
And I think they simplified the right things to make it like not as annoying in that, like the skill. Like for me, I really get off on the Path of Exile skill gem system and being able to combine any gem with any other gem, and you know.
It really gets off on it.
Yeah, but this is still good because it's still a very deep or complex system, but it's not as RNG, so I like it.
By the way, so between this game, Titan Quest 2, and Grim Dawn 2 all coming out within the next year or two. There's a lot of this type of game we're going to be playing coming up.
Oh boy, and we still have to play Diablo 3 and 4.
I can wait. They're not as good.